Yo Nick, what's up bro? Welcome to the stream. Hope everything is good with you. Okay, so today is per usual gonna be a Conquest chill stream. Just going through the sectors and playing it out and seeing how we can do. Yo, Google Pictures, welcome to stream. Everything is good with me. How are you doing, my brother? I've just been fine. Things are good. I'm actually having fun this Conquest. Well, happy to hear, Nick. It's not everyone that always has fun during Conquest. Sometimes it's fun, but sometimes it's just pretty annoying. But hopefully today will be pretty fun at least. Let's see, we just got our Fleet Arena rewards, which is nice. We are starting to stack those crystals nice and juicy. And I'll probably need to do a few platoons for my Rise of the Empire stuff in a while, so we'll see. It's just a matter of getting to use my whole roster. Trying to be efficient has been fun for me lately. Yeah, I understand that sometimes it's fun to get to use all of the characters that you normally aren't using. Which at least now you can use them in a whole lot of extra places, because in Grand Arena and in Territory Wars you normally don't get to use your whole roster, but it's fun when you actually get to use the characters that you've been farming up. And as we can see, we're only in Sector 2. I haven't really been rushing this Conquest so far. Exactly, I'm glad you get it. Yeah. No, I understand it, bro. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but sometimes it's just hard to play this game. Normally it's only Grand Arena or Territory Wars that you can really play, but when you get Conquest around, it's just you get to chill play the game at least for a couple of hours, because when it's only the quest that you need to do, it takes like 5 minutes, and then it's only really like Squad Arena that you can do stuff. And also, unfortunately, we lost the final round in 3v3. We got up against a pretty decent opponent, and I couldn't for the life of me clear his Grievous and Iden, because we ended up getting stuck on both on Rey and on his Great Mothers. I had shitty RNG on those two battles. And then also he had a CLS that had like this Kron right here has like 280 armor pen, and it took me like 3 battles to realize what the hell was going on. Because I use counters that normally work 110%, but yeah, this guy's just one-shotted me with all of these armor pens. So yeah, 38, 60, 64. So this guy had so much armor pen, and I was like, what the hell is going on? He's just nuking my team. Screw Reyes for a lot. I've just been using Leonhardt. Yeah, normally I've been using Lord Vader on her, and that works pretty well. This time around, I actually tried Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I only got Ezra out. That surprised me a lot. I just got completely smashed. And I would have used Lord Vader, but I put my Lord Vader here in the back wall, and this time, unfortunately, he got one-shotted by a message from my opponent, and he said he used his Leia. And unfortunately, I needed to bring Jedi Master Kenobi off defense because I needed a way to one-shot his Jabba, and that was the only way, really. But I think if he would have had JMK here instead of the Great Mothers, I think we would have drawn out his hopefully his Leia in one of these battles, and then he would have had a hard time beating my Lord Vader in the back. But that's just how it is when you go up against an opponent that has a lot of more GP than me. So he has like roughly 2 million more GP than me. The only characters you can really see is Balin and Bo-Katan, but it's mostly just relics that screws me. And in the Datacron department we are pretty similar. But yeah, we did a decent matchup against a bigger opponent, and that's just how life goes sometimes. And I've also been working on 2 new songs that we're going to be using in the next Grand Arena streams. So you guys that are here now, you can get a heads up for the first few songs. I'm not going to blast them in your ears. So one is for Jabba the Hutt, and one is for Ahsoka Tano. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play Jabba the Hutt song in the background, and you guys can see what you think, if you do enjoy it or not. So normally you never need to use Java on offense, but I was figuring maybe it could be nice to have a Java song at least. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Java song on here now on the background, and we'll start doing some Conquest gameplay. Try to get through this sector as fast as possible. So here it goes. As I said, I'm not gonna blast the speakers. I'm just gonna put it in the background. So currently we're working on the critical damage down and mercenaries. So this is what I'm gonna be using, this team right here. Let's go ahead and stun Newt. I always hate doing the sectors before you can get the right data discs. Of course, we didn't kill him off. So if this starts failing, I'm just gonna go ahead and use Sith Empire and get the critical damage down with Bastards and Fallen. Okay, he got stunned. I'll just give it to him because we need evasion also. That's why I like to have Han Solo. Just go ahead and get critical damage down. And you never get any turns up against these freaking Conquest teams. Here's in a weird spot for me right now, but I think there's something kind of big in the books for CG this next era, at least I hope. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot actually. We have the Jedi Vanguard stuff and all of this, and we have Jocasta Nu that they say is gonna be the lifter for another legendary that's coming. And I can't see it being anyone else other than probably Jaddle or maybe a Jedi Dooku. But the thing is, we get a lot of light side characters now, so I think the next character, at least in Conquest, is going to be a dark side, but I'm not too sure if they're going to create a totally new faction or if they're going to start doing some Revenge of the Sith related stuff, because we're coming up on the anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So we'll see, maybe we'll get some stuff from that. ¿Cómo está en la casa? Muy bien, hermano. ¿Y tú? Let's see. You think they'll touch fleet at all? Yeah, I mean, we haven't got a new ship for a while now, at least a capital ship. So I think definitely this year we'll get a new capital ship. It would be super weird if we didn't get one, because the fleet meta is just all messed up right now, to be honest. With Leviathan being what it is, and Executor and Pew punishing one. So I'll definitely do believe that they will do something with the fleets, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe they'll bring a trench ship. But it's a hard one actually. Hard one. Leviathan being in the middle of like 2 years now, I want a new fleet. Yeah, same here, bro. I mean, I just got my Leviathan to 7 stars actually. I'm not the biggest fan of farming ships really, but I recently got to 7 stars and I've just been able to climb to rank 1 every day, which is pretty nice. But yeah, the fleet meta is just crazy bad in my opinion. It's so bad, and the CG has really messed up the meta. So I hope we'll get a trench or something, because I think he's the only admiral in the game that doesn't have a fleet or a capital ship, so to say. So I hope we'll get one fleet for him. But then again, what's the ships gonna be like? I'm just gonna take all of Malevolence's ships, so it's a hard nut to crack, so to say. So we'll see. You're unlocking 7th of Leviathan next month, yeah. Good for you, Nick. It's gonna really boost your territory wars for your guild and your Grand Arena experience. I don't know if you're in Kyber or Rhodium or Chromium or wherever you are, but wherever you are, Leviathan is just amazing to have at 7 stars. But as I was saying, I don't know if it's gonna be a capital ship, but I do expect at least a few ships to come to the game. Kyber 3, okay, but then you're a pretty skilled player, so then Leviathan will definitely help you. Or Leviathan would help you at 7 stars in whatever division you're in, but in the higher ends of Kybers, like Kyber 2 and 3 and 1, a 7-star Leviathan is almost a must if you want to be able to be competitive up against these whales. But yeah, maybe it's gonna be a capital ship, or maybe they're just gonna add a few ships to the current ones that we already have. I think last year was only Punishing 1, and they just effed that ship up completely, and that's why all of the changes came to the Leviathan, because Punishing 1 just came in and absolutely nuked the Leviathan, and everyone was so pissed that was just nuking Leviathan so easily, so they had to buff the Leviathan and make it even better. But then when they buffed it, it made the mirror matches so crazy, so then they had to buff the Scimitar so the mirror matches at least could be played. So yeah, I hope they bring new ships, but last year they really messed up the only ship that they released, so I don't know how you managed to do that. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll definitely see. My biggest hope though is that we'll have new characters come to either or to both Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi, because I think they have been really slaughtered really with the latest releases of some conquest units and other just epic confrontations such as Balan Skull and Bo-Katan. So I really hope we'll get some stuff to come to them to boost up their viability. That would be nice. You wonder how powerful Jacastanu plus the new legend will be. They said power level will be similar to the other teams in the game with lifts and well, only other teams in game that have is the GL. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see, really. But then we'll have to see what the requirements is gonna be like. It's gonna be definitely 4 marquees. So it's gonna be the few new marquees that's gonna come in the next era, which is all I believe gonna be Jedi Vanguard stuff, just to try and elevate that legendary team when it does come out. And that's why I was thinking myself if I wanted to just push super hard for Jocasta New or not, because I don't think I'm gonna get the new legendary up and running from the release, because I think getting those marquee characters to probably Relic 7 or whatever they're gonna be required at is gonna be a pain in the ass. So yeah, it depends on how powerful they are, or if it's just gonna be they're gonna have the power be behind the datacron that they release right from the get-go when the characters are released, or if they're just gonna be extremely viable without the datacrons. But we will see. And also, as I said, we are gonna... Oh my god, I lost my 6th trooper. No, good, perfect. So, as I said, we're gonna have... we have those characters coming. But then I think the next era after that, we need to get some dark side characters, right? If I'm not thinking this completely wrong. But I'm quite wondering what that will be. If there will be a completely new faction, or if they're just gonna start bringing Revenge of the Sith type of characters, because I really do hope that we'll get a Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. I mean, that's my biggest hope. I'm planning to unlock her after 4 or 5 conquests total for the reasons you said. Yeah, exactly. So as a player, for me, I'm pretty end game, but I don't have Glad, I don't have Bo-Katan, and I don't have Balan. So I'm gonna prioritize getting both Bo and Balan before I'm even attempting to try and unlock the new legendary, because I might even go for Galactic Legends of Katana before I go for the new legendary Jedi Vanguard. And it's also gonna come down to how powerful that team is in Grand Arena, because let's just be honest, that's just the biggest game mode. Even though Territory Wars is nice, Grand Arena is the crown jewel, so to say. And if that team performs really well inside of Grand Arena, I can see people dumping their farming plans to go for the legendary if it's not too steep requirements. As I was saying, I hope, my hope is that we'll get like Gear 12 minimum, like a Jedi Cal Kestis or some sort like this. Because if they're gonna require it at Relic 7, it's just too steep for me, really. And it's gonna be too low value for me to do it before they even get the... before you can get all of them to 7 stars, so... that's where I'm at. But it's also interesting to see the eras that we have. And I was starting to speak about it, but the next... characters that hopefully is going to be coming is going to be Darkseid, and hopefully they will have something to do with Revenge of the Sith. That is my biggest hope, and what I'm praying for the most is Revenge of the Sith. Palpatine is just going to come in and either make a team of his own or just boost Lord Vader's team. That would be so nice. Because as I was saying a little bit earlier, also both Jedi Master Kenobi and Lord Vader are currently getting smacked inside of Grand Arena and Territory Wars by the new releases, like Bail Skull and Bo-Katan. So, and to be honest, Lord Vader never had his chance to shine in the spotlight, because he was never really super good right from the get-go when you unlocked him. And that I think is Lord Vader's biggest issue, that he really never got the time to shine, and that's why a lot of people don't like him. I think if we'll get some characters that can elevate him and his team to new heights, like maybe Rey does for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I mean, Rey with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is just absolutely nuts. I mean, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is really good by himself, but with Darkseid Vision Rey, he's just a powerhouse, to be honest. So I'll hope we'll get something like that. Maybe just Lord Vader and Palpatine can Revenge of the Sith. Palpatine can do some amazing stuff. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I doubt that they make a new faction like they did with the Jedi Vanguard faction. But yeah, I guess we will see when the next era comes around. Okay, back to the conquest a little bit quickly. So yeah, we have the Night Sisters to do, we have the chance down. Evasion. We need Darkseid characters. Actually, let's just go ahead and do this with Kenobi while we're at it. But guys, don't you think having some characters come and join Jedi Master Kenobi team and Lord Vader team be really nice? I mean, look at this team. This is basically the team that we've been using since Jedi Master Kenobi has been released. I mean, you can argue that we can change the spot of Padme Amidala for Mace or Gas or whatever, but this is literally the team that we've been using since the release of Jedi Master Kenobi. And when it comes to Lord Vader, I mean, it's basically the same. It's just Lord Vader, it's Maul, it's Piet, Vader, and Royal Guard or DTMG. We have gotten a few conquest characters, I'm not gonna lie, like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon and Malicos, that you can throw into a Lord Vader team, but they are not really meant to be with Lord Vader. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon is just for have a new leader for Imperial Remnants, and Malicos is just made to be with Seer. So other than those two characters, it's literally been the same characters. And this has been the team since, I don't know, 2021 when the team first came out, and the same with Jedi Master Kenobi. So I really do hope that we at least get one or two. I'm not saying it needs to be conquest level characters. I'm okay with marquee characters, but we need something new for these teams, guys, because all of the other guys have been getting a lot of stuff. I mean, Sith Eternal get Bane, but yeah, Bane was just a powerhouse by himself. Jedi Master Luke has been getting a lot of Jedi that you can use within Ezra, and you can also use Jedi Cal Kestis with that, which is amazing. Needed Ezra for Darkseid, yeah. I mean, Ezra Exile Bridger is literally a lifter for all of the Galactic Legends in the game. I mean, you can put it in whatever team you want, and he's basically lifting and making that team better. But yeah, I mean, what he brings to the team is something that I hope that they can bring into a new character and just put it in a Lord Vader team or a Jedi Master Kenobi team. Or maybe put like 3 or 4 new marquees Dark Side, 5 of First clones. Republic Jedi. Damn, I didn't read it. Let's just go ahead and do this battle one more time. Sorry. And like, yeah, this. Perfect. So I hope we'll get maybe some new 5 of First Dark Side clones for Lord Vader. I mean, that will be sick, but maybe it will be too similar to how Gas looks. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but there's not a whole lot of characters that you can bring from the Revenge of the Sith era that would make sense lore-wise to come into both Jedi Master Kenobi and Lord Vader's teams. However, it would be really nice because it's been pretty lackluster, and you can use Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon Jinn, for example, which is two quietly new releases from last year with Jedi Master Kenobi, but they are really also meant to be in a Queen Amidala team. So you really don't want to mix up and split too much of those teams up, because Queen Amidala is just an amazing team both in Territory Wars and in Grand Arena. So yeah, that's why I'm hoping we'll get a few characters at least that can come to their teams. But other than that, I hope we'll also get some sort of love maybe in the end of the year for Sith Eternal, just because Bane was way too OP and he he just needs something to make him a little bit more competitive. And let's see. Let's just go ahead and take this one. And for data days, I've just been getting shit luck, guys. I'm not gonna lie. My luck with the data days so far has been really bad. Hopefully, as we continue to progress through the sectors, we'll be able to get a few better ones. Let's see, we'll have a new one right here. Hopefully we'll get a weak point or something. I really need those. Whenever an ally attacks, they gain 2% offense stack for every debuff on all characters. So let's go ahead and take it. Perfect. And put that one in. Let's just take away... What do I have? Let's take away the unsatable decelerator, whatever it's called. Okay, so Sector 3, we are doing some decent progress. It's not the hardest of conquests, really. It just takes a while to start to play it. So I'm going to use my spreadsheet that I've been using to get through this. Let's see, where do we are with the Sector 3. Speed down, Darth Vader, Captain Rex, Stab, Adapt or Die. So let's just go ahead and start working on the Adapt or Dice, I guess. And it's gonna take a while. But what do you guys want to see come into the game? I mean, it's just been me ranting now, and I haven't been really asking you guys what you would like to see come to the game. Me, I'm just a biased Lord Vader fan, so that's why I want to see Lord Vader stuff happening, but maybe you guys have a different perspective on what you want to see come to the game. And I'm just hoping that this year will be as good as last year when it comes to the characters. Because last year, I have to say, it was banger after banger. Territory changes, which Meated said he's passing on info to the team yesterday. Oh, that would be pretty sick. I mean, Territory Wars has literally been the same, I think. You have to correct me if I'm wrong, but since the game started, the Territory Wars have been exactly the same. So I think you changes the Territory Wars to make that a little bit more fun. That would be crazy. That would be so nice. Someone said something about Territory Wars matchmaking, and Mita said he would pass it along to the team, which usually means there is a change. Yeah. So they say a lot. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a change of some sort, because Territory Wars, as I said, has been pretty much the same since the start of Galaxy of Heroes. I mean, if they can make Territory Wars as interesting as Grand Arena, that's a win-win for both parts, both for CG and both for us players. So I really do hope that that will happen. And I wouldn't mind seeing a new format to Grand Arena, or maybe increase the teams, because right now in Kyber 1 I've been seeing a lot of people having too many teams left on the bench and they don't get to use their full roster. So I don't know if that might be a possibility as well. We already have 3v3s, I don't know, 7v7, I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think it's going to be too many characters. Maybe one we'll put right here and maybe one next to the Shore Trooper. I don't know if that's going to be too much really. But it would be nice to see it. And the other thing is I've been thinking about maybe a 1v1 Grand Arena. But that would just, I don't think that would be too much fun. Because there's too many characters that are in need of a leader, or everything is just hidden behind the leader's abilities. So that wouldn't be too much fun really. Maybe a 2v2 could be nice to see. I think Sith Eternal and Bane would just be an absolute machine at that point if we if we ever get 2v2 Grand Arenas. Or you can maybe put C with Watt and then Bane on his own. I think that would make two pretty decent 2v2 teams. But yeah, I think something needs to happen at least. And that's what I am hoping for. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Go ahead and do that. By the way, what Jedi Vanguard marquees do you think is gonna be? It's gonna be 4 characters, and I assume all of them, or 3 or yeah, it should be 3 or 4 marquee Jedi Vanguard characters coming to the game. I wonder if all of the who they're gonna bring out. Maybe a light side Grand Inquisitor, I don't know. When he was the Jedi Temple Guard or whatever it was called, that would be quite nice also. But who do we have? We have young Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't see that really happening. Maybe a Jedi Dooku. There aren't really that many options. Quinlan Boss, Syndraulic. That's a few. I feel like Syndraulic is more of a... He would be more of a legendary status in my opinion. Can also see Wampa being a monster 2v2, just solo squad. Yeah, I think that will also... If we ever get to that point, that will... I think Wampa, yeah, Wampa would be pretty good in that scenario. Definitely. And William Meese, welcome. I don't know if I said your name correctly, but welcome to stream. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you here, or at least first time seeing your comments. So Big welcome to stream, my boy. Let's go ahead and gain some more adapt or die. Nice. So yeah, Jedi Vanguard. It's gonna be very interesting time now in the near future. And we should also be getting the next conquest units in a month or so. So I do believe that's going to be a dark side conquest unit. Who it's going to be, I have literally no idea. Last year, I think the second conquest unit was... Who was second conquest unit last year? Was it Queen Amidala? I think it might have been Queen Amidala because of the Phantom Menace. Because of the Phantom Menace anniversary. So we might have ourselves a Revenge of the Sith conquest unit, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I do believe that Queen Amidala was the second conquest unit to come out last season, last year. But who would it be? Who would it be? That's the biggest question. The question of the day. Nice. And also guys, if you need help with any feats on any sector, don't hesitate to ask and I will give my best take regarding the matter. Luton ship to lift profanity when. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. So I know there's been a lot of speculation with the Red 5, I think it's called, the Luke's ship, to to come for a long time, for at least a few years. So I think it's either might be that or maybe a looter ship, but I don't think we've had a conquest ship since, I think it's Sight maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's been like, yeah, that's like 2 or 3 years since. 2 years, it must be 2 years since the last conquest ship. And I don't know if they want to make Luthen's ship a marquee. I think that would be a little bit of waste, but I think they have realized that when they do release conquest characters instead of ships, there's a whole lot of more people that go for the conquest and play the game mode. So I think they have realized that, and they are pushing to get as many people as possible to start playing conquest. I think that's why they've also made conquest a little bit easier, and also start bringing more so to say important characters for the conquest. But I think when it's the ships, the average player don't really like to play it. Also, why the conquest tuners are all like GAC Omicrons, I think it's because the same reason. People just like to play conquest more when they know that they're gonna get great value out of it. And as we talked about earlier in the stream, Territory Wars hasn't changed since, yeah. Oh, you're saying that's the reason? Yeah, okay, I think I must have misunderstood you. So yeah, but basically, as I was saying, it's just because of the value, and because Territory Wars hasn't really changed, and nobody even cares for the Territory Wars Omicron unless it's a crazy Omicron, like, for example, Great Mother's Lead or something like that. I think the latest, I don't know, the latest Territory War Conquest unit, it must have been probably Trench. I mean, imagine if Trench is Omicrons instead of Territory Wars was in Grand Arena. How much more love wouldn't that guy get? That guy would get so much more love just because it's Grand Arena Omicrons. Because his Omicrons is not really too shitty in Territory Wars, I'm not gonna lie. But it's because it's the game of Territory Wars, nobody cares about Territory Wars. It's the same like giving a character an Omicron for Territory battles, or for Conquest. I mean, okay, it might be good for a few waves, or it might be really good to complete a few feats, but literally you can do it with every character they have in game, so who wants to apply an Omicron for? I know I wouldn't apply an Omicron for Territory Wars, or not Territory Wars, Territory battles or Conquest. But I do hope CG continue just giving us Grand Arena Omicrons. I'm not a fan of the other ones, not going to lie. So yeah, this is gonna be Fat L. You never catch me with a PV Omicron on my roster. Same here, bro. Same here. I mean, Omicrons are so hard to farm, especially now since they changed the Galactic Challenges and hid all the Omicrons behind a pay to win wall. Even though the season pass has a great value, I don't want to advertise people to spend what is like 25 or 30 bucks. I don't know the currency in how much it is in dollars or whatever, but really to spend 30 bucks to get like 5 or 6 Omicrons, it's not worth it. Grand Arena got harder, so I need to put more towards GAC now. I have 50-50 GAC and 30 but now it's movement goes to 60% GAC. I mean, yeah, me personally, I don't have really any Territory Wars Omicrons. I think I applied Sidious Omicron, because I think that's when Omicrons came out and I really didn't understand the concept. I thought it was meant to be performing like this in all of the game modes, but yeah, I think that's the only Territory Wars Omicron I have. Yo, boy, what's up, bro? Welcome to stream. You can't stay for long, but I wanted to hop in and say hi. Well, stay for as long as you want, boy, then you know you're always welcome here. Well, whether it's like 5 minutes, 30 seconds, or the whole stream. But as I was saying, I only have one Grand Arena Territory Wars Omicron, and no, I have 2 actually. I have Great Mothers also, just because that Omicron is just super broken. But yeah, hopefully it's true that they might change the Territory Wars. Holy shit, Aiden is just cheesing her way through this. Hopefully it is as you say, Nick, that they're gonna change territory wars and make it a little bit more fun to play, so you can at least feel good about applying a territory war Omicron. Because right now I feel shitty. If I had to apply in territory war Omicron, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Hopefully we got at least all of the adapter died. Yo, PHX, what's up? PHX, what's up man? Welcome to stream. Hoppas allt är bra med dig grabben. Eller gubben. So, PHX. The discussion that we are having is regarding Grand Arena Omicrons and Territory War Omicrons at the moment. Would you like to give me your take on the situation? Because I do think you have a great suggestion or something regarding that. Hopefully, at least, yeah, we got all of the adapter dice, so perfect, nice. At least now we don't have to worry about that shitty feat. Speed down, Captain Rex surviving. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do some auto battles with Leia. That will take like 5 minutes to get all of those done. Let's see. Rebel. You, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna throw you in there. Normally I like to use Jin just because the AI is so stupid, they just go for Jin all the time. Okay. This feat shouldn't be too hard really. Screw Turtle Horse. I'm at a point in the game where I'm almost a spare for that. Sorry, Guild. Yeah. That's literally what I was saying, man. That's literally exactly what I was saying. I mean, Omicrons are so hard to get. And do you really want to spend the hard-earned Omicron that you get, 20 pieces of that, to put it on a character to use in Territory Wars? I don't think so. Put it on a Grand Arena character and make sure you get some Grand Arena holds on your defense, or you can use it on offense. It's just so much better value than that. And that's why, as we've been saying, all the Conquest units coming has been Grand Arena Omicrons, because CG knows, and of course everyone knows, that Grand Arena is the main attraction to the game. Take forever to get them, just to step it on. Some random unit team. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Unless it's an Omicron that really elevates the team to a whole different level, like for example, the Great Mother Territory Wars Omicron. Other than that, I would say your Omicron, spend it on Grand Arena characters, because the value you get is just way too good. And PHX, we've also been speculating a little bit about upcoming characters. So we have the Jedi Vanguard faction, which we all know that's gonna come. We know it's Jocasta New is gonna be a lifter for a new legendary unit. But I've been reasoning about that. I don't think it's gonna be super important to rush for that legendary character, because we don't know what the requirement's gonna be, and we do not know how that character is going to perform. So I'd say hold and don't rush that farm, because unless it's a crazy team, I mean crazy, like top tier, I mean S tier all the time, no datacrons or shit like that, then I'd say go for it. We also have no info for what Baylan and Ahsoka will be needed for anything. I mean, Baylan isn't. I only see us getting new characters come to the Baylan team, because right now it's 2 slots open, and I think we need to wait for Ahsoka Season 2 before we can see some characters come to his team. Other it's just gonna be some shitty mercenaries maybe that they're gonna just slap on there and give it to his team. Ahsoka, I think, unless they're planning a new territory battles or raid or whatever, I don't think they're gonna be super needed in the near future. You really hope it will be light side Dooku? Probably won't happen though. No, I was speculating. I think it's either gonna be light side Dooku or it's gonna be Yaddle. I think it's either one of those two. I don't see anyone else. It could be maybe another Yoda, maybe a different type of Mace Windu, because I think Mace Windu we only have one of him. And the one we have is decent. He's alright. He's not the best, but I would like to see his power creep be or his power increase a little bit. So to have a powerful mace window, I wouldn't mind that. You could see Yaddle. Yeah, I think Yaddle might be our best shot at it, actually. But I hope she won't be look exactly like Yoda. That would just be creepy. But I don't know. I don't think Yoda was included in the Jedi Vanguard faction. So I feel like if you were to get a Dooku or Yaddle, I would assume Yoda would have some synergy with them, since Dooku was Yoda's apprentice. Yeah, Dooku was Yoda's apprentice, and I don't know, Yoda and Yaddle are the same species, so it would be super weird if they wouldn't have any synergy between themselves. So just based on that, it could be anyone, to be honest. It could literally be anyone. And yeah, Syndraulic is also someone that I have been thinking about. Syndraulic would be crazy if he was the legendary character. But I could also see him being one of the marquees coming. However, in my opinion, Syndraulic is a little bit higher than a marquee level. So like, I would say not epic confrontation, but he would be like legendary. Syndraulic is like how do I say it in English? The master of the lightsaber art. Like, he teaches everyone to fight. He's the master of that. I only know how to say it in Swedish, I think. I don't know how to say it in English. But basically, he's the master of lightsaber fighting. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Chief of Security in the Jedi Temple, I believe. Am I getting it wrong? What is he from? Yeah, he is from... You don't see him in the movies, I think. You see him if you've ever played the game Revenge of the Sith on like PlayStation 2 or Xbox 360, the old version. He is basically... You're fighting him with Anakin or Lord Vader at that point when you are raiding the Jedi Temple. I think I need to check it. Syndraulic. He is the master of... He must be the master of lightsabers. Let's see. Lightsaber fighting. Let's see. Yeah, Battle Master and Chief of the Security, exactly. So both me and PHX got it quite right. Yo, Itapalopia. What's up, my bro? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Hope everything is good with you, bro. And don't tell me, because I know your name, your YouTube name, means something crazy. I remember this. I remember you spoke about it. It's the fear of something. And I'm not sure I want to remember what it is. Itifaliophobia. I remember it. It was quite a while ago you explained it, or I have forgotten it, but I know it's something crazy. If anyone knows what that name means, go ahead and write it in the chat. Look it up. Guys, I'm not gonna look it up, but you guys can look it up, because that shit made that. I know this shit means something crazy, and I don't want the stream to get not uploaded after I finish it, so I'm not gonna pull it up on the stream, and I'm not gonna say it. But you guys, you can search it up, because I think that shit it means something crazy, man. But how are you, bro? Welcome. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you, or maybe you've been lurking, maybe you haven't been commenting, but it's always a good pleasure seeing old guys, not old guys, but guys that used to watch the stream come back. Look at our crazy phobia. I'm telling you, PHX, this guy here is such a creative name, to be honest. Such a creative name. I don't know how YouTube actually allows you to have that name. I looked it up and now I wish I did. Bro, you're just coming in, you're dropping bombs. Pretty good, just been chilling. Nice, man. Happy to hear. How's the SWGoH experience going for you? How does one even get that phobia? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. I don't even know. I don't even remember what the phobia was. I just remember it's freaking crazy. It's something so crazy, and that's why I don't want to pull it up on the stream. But man, you just come in dropping bombs, making me feel a whole lot better, man. So good seeing you, bro. So good seeing you. Anyways, we're having a discussion whether or not whether or not, but who the next, who the legendary is gonna be, and what marquees we're gonna see. So far we have Yaddle, we have Syndrolic, and we have Jedi Count Dooku. No, I don't want to know how you get that either. I don't think anyone wants to know how to get that. But as I was saying, the legendary speculation that we're having is either Yaddle, Jedi Count Dooku, Syndrolic. If anyone has any other suggestions, please be more than welcome to write them in the chat, because I'm running out of suggestions, I think that's called, yeah, or ideas. Jedi Dooku would be my guess, yeah. But as I was saying, because it's a Jedi Vanguard tag, it's literally the guys that, if we get Jedi Dooku, we might get Padawan and Qui-Gon. Yeah, you're absolutely right, we might get that. But as I was thinking, the Jedi Vanguard is really those who protected the temple. And where is the... there we have it. They are the ones that protected the temple. So we're gonna get the legendary, and we're gonna get 3 or 4 new marquees. I think actually it might be Syndrolic, because he's the chief of security, and I would find it very weird if you get Yaddle, or I don't know if Yaddle was a Jedi Vanguard, I'm not too sure, I don't know too much about her. But if we get a Yaddle or a Jedi Dooku and we don't have any Yoda synergy with them, that would be quite, that would be a little bit off for me. Syndrolic legendary mission should be 1v1 training session with different Jedi. I mean, actually, if we get a Syndrolic, they might actually add a new mission somewhere in the Rise of the Empire. Maybe. You never know. We could get a Jedi Guardian, or possibly Syndrolic will summon him. Yeah, that's also a possibility. I was speculating a little bit on maybe a light side Grand Inquisitor, but not too sure about that. Jedi Temple, yeah. I mean, we're definitely getting something, but what are we going to get that's gonna get us exciting? Because right now we have the era of the cavalry, and to be honest, not too many people decided to really spend and wail on the Bad Batch, so I think they saw that as I was just about to write light side Grand Inquisitor. Yeah, it's nice to see where they're thinking the same PHX. It's nice to see. Great minds think alike. So, as I was saying, the Bad Batch didn't sell too well. Not too many people wailed on them, and their performance aren't really that impressive if you're asking me. So, I think they need to bring out the big guns. They need to bring something out that they know a lot of people will spend on, that a lot of people want, and that's also performing well. Because if it's not, I could see people spending if they really like the character, but if it's not performing well inside of Grand Arena or Territory Wars, not a whole lot of people are gonna wait for them straight away. Yeah, that's true. We could literally just get any Jedi. They could just give us some crazy shitty Jedi that nobody literally wants. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see how the new Bad Batch team does in 5s. Yeah. So far, the only testing I've been seeing really is from Arnold, and from the testing I saw without a Datacron, it looks alright. Maybe the Datacrons will elevate, but that's the thing. I don't want to feel that if I'm gonna get a brand new team such as Bad Batch, I don't want them to be limited by a freaking Datacron. I want them to perform amazingly without the Datacron, and if we do get a Datacron, they will elevate them and make them S-tier. So good. But we'll see. I want a Coleman Trevor. To be honest, I don't remember who that guy is, to be honest. You have to elevate with it because I don't remember. Maybe a bit out of, but Cypher Diaz. Cypher Diaz is a possibility, but I'd say he might be more of a Attack of the Clones era. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't feel like he is in the Jedi Vanguard, because all of the Jedi Vanguard is normally around... It feels like it's mostly around the Revenge of the Sith era. With the current, at least, Jedi Vanguards. But yeah, we could see Cypher Diaz, maybe. Maybe. That dinosaur looking Jedi that tried to... Ah! died. Ah, that guy. But didn't he die, man? I think that guy died. The dinosaur looking guy. The guy with the horn, right? He has like a green horn that goes like this. If I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, he died pretty quickly. I mean, Django, yeah, bro, he got smoked by Django the dinosaur. Oh man, okay. So now we got that taken care of. Let's see, what else can I do? Yeah, all of those. How is my Darth Vader looking? 53%. Yeah, send it. I don't care. Let's just bring in a few tanks with you. So yeah, that guy died off super quickly, but his looks are pretty decent, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna sell. Normally any Jedi will sell, but we'll see, I guess. We'll see. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Or maybe we can... I mean, if Syndraulic is gonna be the legendary, I think we should get his apprentice also. I don't know, I don't remember her name, but I know it's also in the game, the Revenge of the Sith game. You fight her with Lord Vader at the time when you read the Jedi Temple. I think that would be pretty cool if we got that. Syndraulic as a legendary, and we got his apprentice as a marquee. I think that would be pretty cool also. Who was the slow moving Jedi called again? The guy with the white lightsaber, we could get him. I'm not too white lightsaber. From which movie are you talking about? Attack of the Clones or white lightsaber? White lightsaber. Oh, you lost me there. From the Clone Wars. White lightsaber from the Clone Wars. Let me just look it up. Clone Wars. White lightsaber. Are you talking about Attack of the Clones, like the movie, or the movie, or the animated series? It's the only Jedi I can think about that has Zenobia. The series, okay. Because the series has so many seasons and so many episodes, I can't remember all of the Jedi. But yeah, it would be pretty cool if I mean, any Jedi would be cool, but my point is just that they need to bring something that a lot of people is gonna be like, oh shit, I want this character, or like, oh shit, this character is so good, I need to get him right now. I need to get that feeling, and I think Syndraulic will give that. I think Jedi Duke would definitely bring that. Yaddle 50-50, I'm not too sure. It's a cool character, but I think Jedi Duke and Syndraulic will sell more. Quinlan Voss would be a good shout as well. Yeah, Quinlan, I expect him we get him sometime in the future, because I expect him to make an appearance in a TV series soon. That's my hope, at least, because we see I think we saw some, not glimpses, but we saw in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I think we saw something like episode 3, his writings or something, if I'm not remembering it completely wrong. But I'm hoping we'll get to see him in a live action show or something. And then I think once that will happen, yeah, we heard of him in the Kenobi series, yeah, so I'm not completely wrong. So I think, yeah, then we might end up seeing some Quinlan Voss action, because CG, they want to get as much money out of each character as possible, and if it comes straight from a series or live action or animated or whatever it is, they're gonna make so much more money out of it. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. That's actually a fantastic suggestion. A Jedi Knight Balen Skull, a young Balen Skull. Holy shit, that will be... Imagine they are just dropping a Jedi Knight Balen Skull. Holy crap, that would be insane. I think a lot of people would be waiting for that guy. It is such a fun use to dodge from. Yeah, I mean, right now I just want the taunts from these three guys, so I can get the speed downs with my my Darth Vader. But yeah, imagine getting a young Balon Skull, Jedi Balon Skull. That would be crazy. That would be very nice. That would be very, very nice. And I wouldn't mind that at all. I actually might spend a few bucks to get that guy. I just might. We should have gotten at least a few speed downs, hopefully. Of course, the only guy I need not to get ability block gets ability blocked. Perfect. But anyways, guys, back to the speculation and the discussion. I think that has benefited us a lot. Do you think we'll get a completely new faction, like the Jedi Vanguard? Like, Nagato del Gamma could be cool, Yoda Master. Yeah, but I don't think he's only in the books, right? We have never seen him in any movies, any series. He would be cool, but I doubt it. And since Yoda is like 950 years old, I think, in the Revenge of the Sith, I mean, you have to go long, long way back to find something with him. Holy shit, they're just nuking us. I think it's only mentioned, yeah, I'm not too sure. Because my memory is not as good as some others. But as I was saying, since we got a completely new Vanguard faction, Jedi Vanguard, and as I've been speculating, I do expect we'll see some dark side characters come to the game after this. I don't know if they're gonna make a completely new tag. I don't know. Bro, if we get sold, if we get sold from the Acolyte, I mean, he's a pretty cool character, but that would make literally zero sense if we get sold as a Jedi Vanguard character. That's crazy. You want your daddy, Quimir? I mean, Quimir is Quimir. I can't pronounce his name good, but he is, in my opinion, okay. Him and Sol are the only two good things from the Acolyte. Those were the only two characters that I felt like was okay. This is decent. I mean, this is okay. These guys I actually like a little bit. The rest of the Acolyte, just delete. I don't want to see this Mei chick. I don't want to see any of them. Because I think it was just so weird. They're basically, Mei is basically what Anakin is, even more powerful than Anakin is, and that literally makes zero sense. I have literally zero idea what they were thinking of that at Disney or Lucasfilm or whoever produced that series. Then we shall raids. Yeah, we shall raids. That's right, PHX. You actually enjoyed the Acolyte for the most part. It showed how flawed the Jedi Order actually could be. Yeah, everything of I agree with that. That the Jedi Order and everything like that. It just having Ki-Adi-Mundi in it, who is, I don't think he's supposed to be alive, and adding Plagueis at the end, having Mei being literally the chosen one or more powerful than Anakin is, and all of those stuff really that ruins the stuff for me. Other than that, like the storytelling with having the Jedi being flawed, because let's face it, the Jedi are flawed, and that's why they're ultimately fall during under Revenge of the Sith and beginning of the Empire. But I mean, it's just you take characters that have so much meaning and you literally just shit on them, and that's just my opinion. The idea was alright, but lore sucks, yeah. I mean, if you enjoyed it, I'm not gonna say you're crazy. I mean, if you enjoy something, you enjoy it. No problem at all. It's just that for me, it was a little bit too much for me, and I enjoyed the storytelling, but I didn't enjoy what they did with characters that are already loved and appreciated. Mei is probably a Sith pretender. She's gonna get killed off. I am disappointed we won't get a season. I mean, the backlash that the Acolyte faced was just, I think it was too much. I think, as I've been saying, the idea is good, but taking the characters that are loved by millions of OG fans and just basically shitting all over them. It's not a good look. And that's, in my opinion, the biggest problem I have with the Acolyte series. Other than that, it's not a bad show. It's like, yeah, I can watch it. It was really, the fighting scenes were awesome. I mean, the choreography in the lightsaber battles were amazing. I mean, like 10. I love the way how Keemer fights, but it's just the overall feeling I didn't enjoy. I was trying to save him so I could get freaking, I could get the last few speed downs. There was so much they could have done. Also, Key asked Kia Mundi Canon. I mean, the guy is not supposed to be alive at that point. Okay, I get it if Yoda's in it. I get it if Yoda's there. But Ki-Adi-Mundi, who is not supposed to be alive, you can't just bring someone in that they have. We've already stated this guy is not alive at this point. They can't be like, ah, no, screw that. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm just gonna bring him in. I don't think that's, in my opinion, that's a pretty stupid idea to do. The Acolyte isn't that far from episode 1. No, yeah, it is, bro. It's like 100 years. If I'm not completely 100% wrong, I might be, but I have a feeling it was pretty long time before, 100 years before. But Plagueis, bro, Plagueis is old. Let me cheat. Let me see. I'm actually gonna search now. How long before the Phantom Menace is the Acolyte show? Maybe 20. Nah, bro, it's, yeah, you can see it. I'm gonna bring it up. So it's 100 years. It's 100 years before, and it literally shows in the beginning, I think. Let's see here. Let's see. So here. So you can clearly see the Acolyte, of course, 100 years before the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So, I mean, and Ki-Adi-Mundi is not supposed to be alive during this this period right here. I'm not 100% sure when but I think he's around 60 years old in Revenge of the Sith. And Revenge of the Sith is like 120 or 25 years before the Acolyte, meaning that then Ki-Adi-Mundi should be alive in about 60 years from now. Yeah, the Wikipedia changed it because of the Acolytes. Yes, that's true. And could be another member. No, I think they clearly stated that that is Ki-Adi-Mundi. And I think that pissed a lot of guys off. Because he was not supposed to be alive. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay. I mean, the storytelling, everything is good. But just don't change random stuff like that. I mean, as I said, I don't mind the show. I think it has great choreography and everything like this, and it's an overall good show. But when they start messing stuff like this up, and it's a lot of die-hard Star Wars fans out there that really gets pissed by these sort of stuff. I don't really mind. I don't really care. If they want to change it, they can change it. But I understand why people get mad about stuff like that happening. Because if you have something, it's written, it's like the canon or whatever. It says he shouldn't be alive. He shouldn't be alive. And then for them to just come in and say, "No, I don't care what you guys say," it literally makes no sense, to be honest. The only guy that should be alive from that point is Yoda, and I don't care. We can see Yoda. that's fine. And I think why Plague is in it is because I think his species can live for a pretty long time. Pretty much the same as Yoda, if I'm not 100% mistaken. Those things were from the expanded universe. Disney has changed a lot from expanded universe. Yeah, but that's also the thing, and that's what gets a lot of guys pissed off when it comes to stuff like this. Just changing the lore without really understanding the lore. And the thing is, it really annoys me that you have literally... Okay, first, when you start watching The Phantom Menace, you think, okay, Anakin is special. He's the only one that this has happened. It's a Virgins or whatever. I think that's the correct name, Virgins in the Force. But then you realized, okay, it happened another Virgins in the Force like 100 years before Anakin. So how can you then speak about Anakin being the chosen one? Then May is the chosen one. You get what I'm saying? It literally makes no sense. I mean, they were created by the witches, and literally they were so... I don't know how exactly it works because I'm not that into it, but literally they were so powerful that they could match Anakin's power in the midichlorians, I think, or something like this. So that right there just shits on Anakin, because then Anakin is no longer special. Anakin is just another one of these guys that randomly occurs every 100 years. The months didn't live that long, what I remember. I'm not too sure, bro, so I might be wrong. There is probably multiple Virgins in the Forest. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. From how it shows, it should be like, wow, this is one in a million. This should never happen. Like how Cyan and Nihilus were made. Yeah, I haven't really read their books or anything like that, but I'm just thinking about how, from the movies that we've been seeing and the series we've been seeing before, leading up to this, is that Anakin is... This shouldn't happen. The Force shouldn't create a being of the Force, what Anakin essentially is, and therefore they call him the chosen one. They were wounds. No? What do you mean? I'm not too sure what you mean, PHX. Okay, the Gungans. But as I've said, overall the Acolyte it's a decent show. So what is the difference between a Virgins and a wound? Without knowing exactly, I'd say that the wound, it happens, but a Virgins is that the Force creates. I'm not too sure. I don't want to answer that question because I don't have the knowledge. Yo, Danky, bro, what's up, my boy? Welcome to the stream. I hope everything is good with you. Nice of you to stop by. Right now we're having a little discussion about the Acolyte TV show and how some people like it and how some don't. I don't know, but Nihilus was a wound in the Force. I feel like this is a time to bring up ChatGPT and ask, what is the difference between a wound and a Virgins in the Force? At lunch, never watched it. Well, I don't think you're alone. Also, the Virgins in the Force with twins is probably where Plagueis got the idea for his research, which ultimately made Anakin. So I might sound like an idiot, but from my understanding is that Plagueis tried to create something with create and manipulate the midichlorians, which in response the Force responded and created Anakin. That's my understanding. I might have gotten this wrong. So yeah, I'm not too sure. That's my a little bit interpretation. I don't think that's the right word in English. That Plagueis tried to do it, and the Force was like, "Nah, F you. I'm gonna create Anakin and kill all of you." So I think that's literally what he was doing. Tournament likes it, so I make fun of him. Well, thank you, man. You're a fun guy. You're a fun guy. Okay, all of these suck. Let's go ahead and take that. So in this regard, I think now this is a little bit too high of a Star Wars lore for me to really understand exactly everything. But from my understanding, the Force created Anakin to get back at Plagueis for trying to create something. I might be wrong though. A bit off topic, why don't you have memberships for your YouTube activated? Because I don't know how to do them, to be honest. I might go ahead and get it done in the future, but for now I just like to vibe and chill and just make nice streams for y'all, have some great conversations, and I don't really want people spending money on me or anything. So yeah, we'll see. Plagueis' research with the Force was what ultimately made Anakin, so it makes sense that Plagueis got the idea from elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, all of this makes sense. We need a Danktar and a Glumtar. Yeah, if I ever get around to make memberships, I will definitely make sure to include that. But to respond to you, Itifelaphobia, you might be right actually, because I am not 100% sure. What database are you rocking? Right now it's just a lot of entrenched, some fortified, but what I really like to get is the weak points. The weak points are just the best, they're so OP. They are super OP. We can take a look here real quick. I haven't gotten the best of lucks with my database so far. So we have the Savior, which I think is pretty nice. It's like the Knight Revan sleeve. Entrenched is pretty decent. Weak spot is always really nice. Not weak spot, weak point. I have a weak spot, I don't know why. Oh, you're gonna get some quickness. Yeah. I don't really like the quickness, to be honest. I kinda like having just a lot of defense and then just have the weak points. That's what I like. My quickenings, they're decent, I guess. They're not bad at all. But it's interesting about the topic about Anakin and the Plagueis. But as I'm saying, my interpretation has always been that the Force created Anakin to get back at the work that Plagueis was trying to do. But I might have gotten it wrong. I'm not too sure. We just saw we got the milestone rewards. Nice. Amazing, bro. Congratulations. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna go ahead and ask ChatGPT. I feel like ChatGPT should know, because this has... I might have got everything wrong. Who created Anakin Skywalker? Anakin was created by George Lucas, okay. Was Anakin created by the Force or Plagueis? With 3 weakening you can basically go first, even in Sector 5, really? Then maybe I need to actually get it. Ah, for Conquest, okay. Oh, we did? That's nice. So I think we're gonna get to this today, and then... I don't know, I should be able to get the maxed out crate if I really put the effort in. So I have ChatGPT's answer. It's literally this. I don't know if you can read it. Anakin Skywalker's creation is a subject of much debate and mystery within Star Wars lore. While the films presented the idea that Anakin was conceived by the Force, there's more story to it when you dive into Star Wars universe, particularly in Star Wars Star Plagueis by James Luceno. Plagueis of Sith Lord is this. I can't pronounce it. Having knowledge of the Doctor of the Force that allows him to manipulate midichlorians to create life and prevent death. The book strongly hints that Plagueis, or possibly his apprentice Darth Sidious, played a role in Anakin's creation. The idea is that Plagueis, in his attempts to master the Force, might have unknowingly created Anakin through his dark power, influencing his birth in a way that would ultimately lead to the rise of the Sith. However, this is not explicitly confirmed in the films. In the Phantom Menace, the narrative remains that Anakin's conception was a mysterious event, which me, Skywalker, claimed that there was no father. Therefore, while the movie suggests Anakin's creation was the result of the Force itself, the novel Darth Plagueis introduces the possibility that Sith manipulation played a significant role. It's up to interpretation. So, yeah, there's literally no answer. So. It could be either way, so I guess we're both right in that sense. Check your inbox. Okay, let's go. No, I have not received anything. Maybe if I go into a squad arena battle real quick. Put it on auto for 30 seconds, then we're just gonna go ahead and back out. But yeah, it's always nice and fun to speak about the Star Wars lore. Okay, let's go ahead and back out. So, nope, I haven't gotten anything. Might be coming. It might be on its way. So 29 more. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have gotten it, but maybe I need to just go out of the what's it called, the game, and back in. But it's nice that we got that stuff. At least it's always nice to get some free stuff. You didn't get it either? It might be coming. It might be on its way. Okay, let's go ahead and get this, and let's try and let's just go for her. Because I want to get a few accuracy downs. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Put an auto. Did you get it, PHX? Have you gotten it? Because if you have definitely gotten it, it should be at least on its way. Okay, you got it. Okay, so you got it, so we will probably get it in a few minutes. It might be because I'm still in the game. Oh, that voice crack. Okay. And by the way, guys, are you guys excited for Andor Season 2? I mean, I remember watching the first season. I thought that series was... It was not so Star Wars, but I really enjoyed the show, really. Also, in other news, I am basically ready for Jabba. I just need more relics on Han. Congratulations! Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Yes, same. But yeah, just to congratulations on your Jabba farm. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Jabba song because you said you were close to it. So let's just go ahead and turn on the song a little bit and vibe to it. You're rewatching season 1 right now. I think I need to do that also. Jabba the Hutt is the king of the land. Let's go ahead and take this all the way until. With power and might. You know, like any of those data discs, to be honest. The ones that I have, or the ones that we had the opportunity to take, because all of those 3 were completely crap. I was just reading if it was something I missed. But literally, the thing I was thinking now, I should try and get a few quickenings, because that's what you said. And I'm also gonna try and get a few more weak points, even though we're hitting super hard right now. I do like it a lot. Gets into start of Rebellion. Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see. I don't think we're gonna get to see Vader or anything like this in the season 2, but hopefully we'll get to see some characters that we already know. Those who were offered, yeah, the ones who were offered were absolutely horse crap, to be honest, and I haven't really getting so lucky, to be honest, with my data discs. To be honest, it's like 4 discs I'm actively looking for the rest I just ignore. I mean, yeah, weak point quickenings. I kind of like fortified because I do a lot of battles right from the get-go, so they're able to survive a little bit more. I like entrenched just because it's bonus protection. It only takes up 1 data disc, but other than that, I'm not. It's the same. I'm not really liking too many of the other data discs that are available. I miss the Voluntary Vanguard is also pretty good. But I missed the, what's it called? I forgot what the name was for them. Volatile Accelerator, that's it. I missed them, that just made everything super easy. Okay. But yeah, weak point is just way too OP. Way too OP. So we should be to the global feat for 50 kills with Inquisitor should be finished soon, but I'm trying to work on accuracy downs, but unfortunately my 8th brother is the slowest character on my team. Ooh, 400 crystals, guys. What do you think? Should we... 400 crystals is a lot. Should I continue refreshing, or what? What do you think? Weak point, quickening, swiftness, and spirit speed. Yeah, I have a few... I think I have swiftness here somewhere. You just want speed, to be honest. Yeah, I get it. I thought I had swiftness, but I guess I didn't. A little bit too much for a refresh. Yeah, but I think we have a good vibe here, right? We're chilling. We're speaking a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit about the upcoming characters, and I don't really have anything else to do. We should get the season rewards from Grand Arena also, so should be getting like 2,000 extra crystals. I mean, if you guys like the vibe, we should continue. Entrenched, volatile, W are decent as well, yeah. WW, I think, not W, VV must be Vitality, I guess, or I guess that's Vitality, I don't know. Yeah, Voluntary Vanguard, sorry, my bad. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more refresh for the 400 crystals because the vibe is pretty nice. I don't know, we could probably do something else, but I don't know what else to do in this game right now when there's no Grand Arena, no Territory Wars, no nothing. Only conquests. Let's just go ahead and try and stall it out until we get one AoE with our man 8th brother and try to get a few accuracy downs. Of course we killed him. She bought him back, nice. Oh shit, thank you. My guild is probably killing me. I need to put in I think I have a shit ton of platoons. Yeah, I have a shit ton of platoons to apply. So, yeah, we can do some TP after we have finished all of these. The energy that we have of a conquest right now. Thank you for reminding me, Elitube, yeah? Because, holy shit. I have a shit ton of... Actually, let's just go ahead and put in the platoons before my... Oh, yeah, perfect. 50 enemies with Inquisitors before my guild leader kills me. 1 hour and 30 minutes, so we are a little bit late, guys, with the platoons. Okay, so Operation 1, we need to bring Sight. What else? We have Jedi Master Kenobi in Operation 3. And am I in the right section? Let me just go ahead and take a look. Mix Zone Operation 2, Malgus, Skywalker, Gen. Oh shit, I have a lot of stuff. Okay, someone already filled that in. Nice. Skywalker, Jedi Knight, General Skywalker. See anyone else? Anyone else? Nope. Let's go ahead and go back to the light side. In my guild, we do a fantasy TB where we compete for getting most waves. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, right now, this TB, I think me and my guild are trying a new strategy to try and get more stars, and hopefully it will get the job done. Are you in a Swedish guild? Yes, PHX, I am. I'm in the SAS League of Warriors. It's the top guild of the alliance that we have. I really do like it here. It's been a nice guild. I've been here for like almost 2 years now, I think. Nice. And you, what about you, PHX? I know you're Swedish, and maybe you're in the alliance as well. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see, Joyka. So there we go. The platoons are done. Let's go ahead and jump on over to the conquest. Wait, we got 2 Swedes here? For fuck's sake. Yeah, man, you have been gone for a long time. Last stream, I think we had both PHX and another guy. So we had literally 3 Swedish guys last stream. So it's been pretty nice. Now you're in return of LT. I'm not so familiar with the guild, but as long as you like it there, it's good. Just some random. Okay, I understand. I see. We want we want Skåne back. You'll never get it back, bro. Once you lose it, it's over, bro. Once you lose it. But yeah, where's like Cad Bane? Oh shit. Accuracy up Sirjunda, Queen of Dal. Let's go ahead and use Sirjunda. And reintroduce the Kalmar Union. Yeah, you're too funny, bro. To be honest, I don't remember if you're from Denmark or Finland. I think it was from Denmark, because you said we want Skåne back, so you really need to be from Denmark. You must be from Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. Online force users. Yeah, I'm Danish. Yeah, I figured. You see, when you come back, you put a smile on my face, bro. Even though you taught like 5 or 6 people what the crazy phobia that you have means. Or I don't know if you have it, but maybe some people might get it after this, after reading what it was. So yeah, you brought a smile to my face, and you brought a smile hopefully to some other guys as well here in the chat that searched for that crazy phobia of yours. Am I blind? Where's Malakos? Oh my god. I was looking for Malakos, but I literally had him here. That's kind of bringing through. So, Sirjunda literally has accuracy up, so that's good. You don't have the phobia. X told me the word and I figured it'd be a perfect use of me. Oh, don't lie to me. That's like, yeah, my girlfriend told me about the phobia and I just thought, yeah, it's a good name to have. I don't trust you, bro. I don't trust you. And it's also the X. So there's no way to fact check her because I don't know. So yeah, Cap, yeah, you see? You see? Let's go ahead and put an auto. So man, I don't know if I trust you in this one. I never had a girlfriend, lol. I don't have the phobia. Oh, sorry. I thought X. That's why I thought girlfriend. Sorry, G. But don't try to blame it on your ex, man. We all know that's cap, bro. That's cap. Just like PHX said. Din danske fan. I don't know if you understand. Danske fan. He might have had it though. You're probably right, man. Oh shit. It's started to get out of hand, guys. So. You're too funny, man. You're too funny. Let's go ahead and do a basic and put on auto. We get accuracy up, everything is good. After the stream is done, I'm gonna check what the phobia means. But yeah, the phobia, it's crazy, guys. So if you're new to the chat and you want to know what the phobia is, just search it on Google, and you might have a good laugh about it. But it's actually crazy that YouTube allows you to have that username. I'm pretty shocked, actually. I'm pretty shocked about that. Let's go ahead, yeah. Accuracy down, accuracy up 50 times. We're already at 13, so we are moving, we are grooving. And overall, we've had a great stream so far. I don't know how long I've been streaming for. Yeah, 1 hour or something. So still, normally I don't stream this long when it's Conquest normally. It's usually a phobia that, yeah, I can understand that, to be honest. I do understand that. And I don't want to say all of this out loud on the stream because I don't know if the streams get taken down afterwards. But yeah, if you want to have know what the phobia means, go ahead and search it up on Google. Let's go ahead and do the... Oh shit, too much damage. But it literally doesn't matter because we only need to do the basic to get accuracy up on our guys. Nice. Okay. Malicos doing work. Yeah, this team might be way too OP. Another accuracy up, nice. It is not as bad as a Hippomonstrous Quiped. Hippomonstrous Pedaliphobia. Holy shit, that's a long word. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that one more time because that was just way too long. And it's probably a crazy phobia, so I don't even want to know what that does. That is the fear of long words. I think I might have that word. I think I might actually have that phobia. To be honest. The fear of long words. That seems about accurate. Let's go ahead and use some stacks. Actually, let's go ahead and do basic. There's always the characters that I need to be taking turns that take turns. Like, literally at the last second. Which sucks. Can you give me a turn? I know you can team roll me, but I can just do that because I have weak points. Okay, let's get rid of them all. Perfect. So far so good. We have come a long way today. We started off at sector 2, we're already at sector 4, halfway through it, give or take. Yeah, man. That's actually true. Excuse me, sir. What type of phobia do you have? Please, don't let me tell you. I won't be able to do it. That's actually pretty damn cruel if you think about it. Imagine you have a phobia for long words, and then you have the name of the phobia being the longest freaking name in the history of names. I don't know. The academic troll, yes. They don't want people to be feeling good. It's like, you have a phobia for long words? No worries, bro. I got you covered. I got you covered. and then they give you the name. Hippomonstrous Phobia. So yeah. That's actually insane. Poor guys that have that phobia. I can't reckon that is the most common phobia out there, to be honest. I think there's probably a few other phobias that comes in for that, but you never know. You never know. Anyways, this is gonna be the last battle. Then we'll do some territory battles. Then I think we might end the stream because it's not too much other stuff to do. Let's go ahead and get some more of those juicy Ducasa new charts. And yeah, we're almost done with 2 feats in this sector, which I am pretty happy about. Archie, but man, stop it with those phobias, man. Just stop it. I don't know how many phobias you have learned over the years, but man, you certainly know a lot of different types of phobias. And to be honest, I don't even want to know what that means. Like the rest of them. Okay, so episode pass doing pretty okay. Let's go ahead and waste some of the leftover energy that we have. Shinhati is looking pretty... She wants to get some shards. Okay, 1 more shard, that's decent to get. It's the fear of peanut butter, man. I don't even know how you learn that phobia. Okay, if you have a phobia for spiders or flying, but how do you get the phobia for peanut butter? I'm not quite sure I understand that, but I mean, if you have it, you have it. How? Yeah, exactly. How? How do you get the fear of peanut butter, to be honest? How do you even get that? It literally makes no sense. Literally makes no sense. Okay, we have... If you're new to the stream, we have literally been refreshing a shit ton, and we are currently at 400. I did one refresh recently, so I'm not gonna do another one. We have done so many. Yo, Emma, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Hope everything is good with you. Nice having you here. People which have a peanut... Yeah, that makes sense. Or shouldn't it be for all peanuts, not just peanut butter, maybe? I don't know. Well, I guess you can develop a phobia for peanuts. Peanut butter if you're allergic to peanuts. I guess, so... Maybe not the most common, but hey, it exists, so at least few people must have it. Hey man, how are you doing, bro? I don't know if I want to do the ground missions before we have secured all of our platoons, to be honest. Wonder how people come up with these random names as well. I mean, it's not the easiest of words, to be honest. So you just have to sit at home and literally, yeah, I have Archibatrophia. There's a phobia for most of things, yeah. I have a phobia for the name of the phobia. I have a phobia for the name of phobia. What the hell am I saying, guys? I have a phobia for the guys deciding the names of the phobia. And I'm gonna call it Jackanagar, SWGoH, Lord Vader is the best, amazing, I love Darth Vader, phobia. There's even a phobia, which is the fear of... Okay, I think the This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. Newt Gundray just entered the chat. Holy shit, man. I mean, this is just... This is getting insane, man. This is getting insane. Oh, phobia. Guys, what should we do about this? Phobia. And I don't know what I can do. Sounds like a classic case of hip... Yeah. But bro, how are you typing this so fast? I mean, you literally typed that, phobia, and now you you're spelling that correctly. I don't know how you're doing it. Hippomonstrous keep You couldn't just make it roll off the tongue, you just had to make it phobia. I think it's a streamer's luck, I guess. Streamer's luck. But man, it's always nice when you learn new stuff. Now I know there's a phobia for phobias, and there is archiphobia, which is the fear of peanut butter. I have ityphilophobia, which I'm not gonna say here what it means. So yeah, it's great to learn new stuff every day. So I don't know what I'm doing. Literally now I'm just speaking out of my ass. I was gonna say. Okay, we have some mod energy. Loadouts. Just go ahead and start trying to slice these. You was born and learned about useless phobia. Yeah, man. You know, when people are bored, they just watch a movie, read a good book, play some video games. But you learn about useless phobias, man. Right, yeah. Let's see. I might actually do... Have you ever seen your own mod score? No, I have not. I think my mod score is shit, to be honest. Because my mods, if I'm going to be honest, aren't all that amazing. Let's see if I can try and re-roll some speed on one of these. So these are mods that I've been working on recently for Calculator, because I just unlocked it and hopefully I can get speed. I hate this game. Roster reviews when? Do you guys want roster reviews? You want some roster reviews? Let me just check what time it is. It's almost 8. Yeah. Yeah, I have time for some roster reviews if you guys would like some. You want some roster reviews? We can do some roster reviews. PHX says yes, okay. So, yeah, we can do some free roster reviews. No stress. I have like another hour or so I can stream. I thought you didn't want to do them. Yeah, I don't want to give... I have no problem giving them. I just... I don't believe in my own advices sometimes, because I feel like I'm not the most educated player to give advice on what to do. But I guess, like I said, that I can at least give a few options of what to do, depending on what you want to see. So remember, guys, you have to write your alloc. I'm gonna write here in the chat so you can see it. So sorry, stupid key bindings. So you have to write it like this, otherwise it won't show. So if you want a free roster review right now, because we have finished everything we can do in territory, but I don't want to do combat missions yet, and I don't want to refresh anything else in Conquest, so we can do a few roster reviews. Let me just go ahead on and change the title as well, so we might get some more people joining the stream when they see we are doing some roster reviews as well. So it's up to you guys. If you want a roster review, write it as I wrote in the chat, and we'll begin once people start throwing in their ally codes. Why not do combat missions early? Because I have I don't really want to do them yet. To be honest, TP is not one of my favorite game modes, and I just normally just hit auto on the waves. So you guys, you want roster reviews, but no one puts in their ally code. What is this, guys? Come on. If you don't want to do roster reviews, let's go ahead and do the territory battles then. So the territory battles, just go ahead and do them. The roster reviews are still open if anyone wants to get a roster review, but you have to put in your ally code as I wrote, otherwise it won't show. Okay, they're super easy. Let's go ahead and do them. You would like one? Yeah, you need to put in your ally code, bro. If you get one, if you want one, you have to put in your ally code. Let's go ahead and start doing this. I think this is the hardest one. You did? I can't see it because you had to write it like I showed. You have to have the. Oh no, sorry. I wrote it completely wrong. I meant X. Yes. Thank you, Iman. Thank you. I meant X. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Thank you, Iman, for the clarifications. So anyone who wants to roster review, now that that's clear, put in X or just a space. Yeah. Yeah. Bravo. Okay. I don't think I need to play this, just put on auto. So if you want a roster review, just write it here in the chat and we'll do it in between one of these combat missions. But yeah, you never know, I might actually get my butt kicked by this Mara Jade in the end. Tongue Morris, 1 year Lightspeed bundle account. Okay, thank you very much. We have our first guy up for roster reviews, so we'll go ahead and review your account shortly. The Enoch Omicron is pretty good, to be honest. It's an Enoch Omicron. Is it in territory battles? Yeah, it should be territory battles. But to be honest, I mean, I wouldn't really waste Omicron on territory battles, to be honest. Leia makes lights of combat missions stupid easy. I mean, Leia just makes everything easy. Leia is just fantastic. I love her. Yeah, territory battle one. Yeah, wouldn't recommend. But if you have Enoch or Relics, I mean, okay, yeah. If you need to get another wave done, okay, this was not even the one I thought it was, so that sucks. Let's go ahead and put it on order then. So, Tongue Morris also give me some recommendations how I want to do better at Gag. Okay, nice. Perfect. My logic was having Enoch or Relic. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get Enoch also. Once I start farming Galat after Bo-Katan and Balin, I will try and get those 3 guys up to Relic 9 because they are just amazing also in Grand Arena. Okay, Tongue Morris, I feel like I've seen you here in the chat before, but if this is your first time here, welcome to the stream and welcome to chatting with me. But yeah, it's great to have you here, and we will review your account here in a short second. Okay, so the wave is done. Let's go ahead and do Tongue Morris or Tongue Morris. I don't know, maybe you're Swedish because it looks like a quite Swedish name, to be honest. I don't know. There's a lot of Swedes here. So we have 5, 8. No, PH8, I can't see your code, to be honest. I haven't been able to see it. And let's see. So 281. The thing is now everything is gonna 281. I need to take off my key bindings, guys. Sorry, give me a second. No, I haven't seen none of it. I can't see one of you. I've only seen Morris account. Now I can see PHX. Nice. Okay. Now I can see yours. Perfect. And Phobia. No, I haven't seen yours. I haven't seen your either. Let me just go ahead and turn off my key binding so I can see, where do I have it? Let's go ahead and take this. Okay, done. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and test. Okay, now perfect. Now it does work. I had to write a word first. Okay, so we have 3 roster reviews incoming. So we have Tongue Morris first, and then we'll have PHX, and then after that we will have Phobia. Okay, so Morris, you were a 1-year Lightspeed account, Lightspeed Bundles account, and you want to be able to do better at GAC. So currently you're in a Rhodium 3, so that's pretty nice. How big is your guild? We're currently at like 550 million GP or something like this, I think. Somewhere around that. I mean the Alliance Sus League of Wars, I think it's called, something like this. Anyways, back to you, Morris. So a Rhodium 3 for 1 year, I think that's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at your count. So holy shit! I mean, imagine, guys, for those of you that has been playing this the game for a long time, imagine saying your account looked like this after 1 year. I mean, before Lightspeed bundles, I'd say this easily is like 5-6 years worth of progress in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's crazy to see the values of Lightspeed bundle accounts. So I have to say, just by looking at it, your account looks, the mods are bad, expensive. I don't think it's too expensive, really. I mean, probably like, I don't know, 200, 300 bucks maybe? How we got Malicos? Yeah, you must have spent something, a little bit at least, to get Malicos. For 1 year, how many times is Conquest? I don't know, you should get around like a third of Malicos shards unless you refresh every time or you get the Conquest Plus, whatever. Anyways, okay, so this is a 1 year progress with all of the Lightspeed bundles. Mods are bad, rest in peace. Malicos as well. So by the looks of it, you have a very, very, very good account. I mean, extremely well. You must be in a good guild because you have Reeve as well. You have Bo-Katan Conquest Plus since day 1. Nice, nice. Okay, and that explains how you've obtained all of the Conquest units. By the looks of your roster, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GLs. I think you should be able at least to be in a Rhodium 1 or Kyber 4. You have Executor as well, so you are lacking the ships, which could be a big issue, especially in Grand Arena. You don't have, for example, TIE Interceptor at level 85. You don't have relics on your Iden. You don't have Bad Batch at relics, which at the end of the day could make a huge difference. Gold box now, can't red box. Yeah, don't worry about this conquest because this conquest is only Jocasta new. It's not going to lead into a big conquest unit. So you should definitely be able to punch up a little bit with all of the characters you have, but I can see you're lacking a little bit on the ship. So you only really good ship right here is Executor. You have Negotiator, but I don't know how your Galactic Republic ships are looking. Okay, they're looking decent. I definitely try and get Bad Batch up running because the Marauder is an amazing ship. It's absolutely fantastic. Endurance is also going to be needed to try and counter those Leviathans that you're going to start to encounter, especially in once you get to Kyber. And if we take a look at your Bounty Hunters, we have, you have Punishing One already at 7 stars, which is great. So you're doing, on the Executor fleet is looking really good, but for example, you want to have a counter for Executor because you want to put Executor on defense. Because I don't know, in Arodium, I don't think a whole lot of people is going to take down an Relic 9 Piet and a Relic 9 Executor with Punishing One, 7 stars Punishing One in the starting lineups. You definitely want to put Executor on defense, and then you want to try at least have one counter for another Executor. I would say my go-to is Executrix with Empire. And then you have all the ships that need it. You have TIE Defender, you have Sight, you have the TIE Interceptor, so definitely just try and work on your Empire fleet to try and get some more free-to-play accessible counters up running up against those better ships in Grand Arena. You're Leviathan red already, bro. Damn, that's crazy. So I'd recommend set both Punishing One and Leviathan. I mean, just set Leviathan on defense and no one is going to be able to clear it. Anyways, so I think that's my recommendation. Try to get your Empire fleet up and running because it's a good counter to have up against other Executors out there. When it comes to Datacrons, you are farming pretty well. I don't know how much use you get out of, for example, the Smuggler's Cron. I don't know if you bought the Smuggler Lightspeed bundle. If you did, you might have some good use out of it. If you don't, I don't know if you can do. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have bought the Smuggler Lightspeed bundle. So you can definitely get some use of the Datacrons. I'd try to roll a level 9 Sand of Stars. That's a pretty good, very good Datacron to have. So you can just set it on defense or use it on offense to beat, for example, Galactic Legends or Katanas. I think you need some relics. Yes, Punishing One and Leviathan for defense. I mean, once you get your Empire fleet up and running, I'd say you can set both on defense. And for example, if you set, I think because you're in a Rhodium, just setting Leviathan on defense would be enough for you to get holes on ships. So for now, I'd just say one Galactic Legend fleet, for example. So I'd say Leviathan works pretty well. Put Leviathan on defense and take a sector for offense. What's her team like? Aiden's team, it's decent. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but it's an okay-ish team to have. And if you get an Omicron on her, it's okay. Hey, we just got the extra shards from the community challenge. Yeah, I saw PHX talking a little bit about that earlier, but I haven't gotten it so far. But anyway, so Aiden definitely worth relicking up just because of her ship. I just use Aiden with weird to be honest. You do? That feels like a waste, to be honest. Anyways, just by looking at your characters, you have a lot of good characters. You have a lot of good Omicrons. You have Savage. I saw you have Qui-Gon Jinn. You have Night Trooper as well already. Damn, I don't even have Night Trooper. Marine with an Omicron as well. So you definitely have a lot of good Grand Arena Omicrons. Starkiller, Treya, Sori, Chrysanthemum, Malchus, Bane, Riva, Ben Solo, Queen Amidala. So the Omicrons are looking very good. To give you more detailed about what you should set on defense or how to do better, I need to go in a little bit more deeper and go to your SWGoH page and check you have the great modders as well. Maybe you can slot on an Omicron on Morgan Elspeth. To be honest, I don't know how you're in a Rhodium with these characters because you have Bo-Katan as well. You have 6 GLs, you have a good Executor fleet, a fantastic Executor fleet, you have a lot of Grand Arena Omicrons, you have 6 great GLs, I'd say 2 top tier defensive GLs, easily, 3 top tier GLs. Do you have Ezra Exile? I don't know. Yeah, you have him, definitely worth relic up and putting on with Ray because he's just a powerhouse. I don't know how you set your defense, to be honest. I'd say you should be. I don't know how a Rhodium looks now, to be honest, but I say you should be able to smash a lot of your opponents unless your modding is crazy bad. I don't know. Should I do Balin before Ezra? No. Gear up Ezra. Put a few Omicrons on him and put him with Ray on defense, and you have a top tier, probably the best defensive team in the game right now. Not a whole lot of teams beat it. Okay, so in terms of modding, just by the looks of it, you have good characters as your fastest, but let's see. Extra blow, yeah, it's actually a cheat code to be honest. So 567, I'd say that this isn't bad to be honest on a Supreme Melee Caloran. The speed is decent, and you have the right primaries, so I mean just keep working, try slice and calibrate and try to get those mods up and running as good as possible. I mean, by the looks of it, you definitely know how to mod, like having the right primaries and stuff, the right secondary stats. Rogan, okay, now we start to see a little bit of decline. Ray, health and offense, nice, a lot of health. Speed is decent, damage is good. Mara Jade, 331 is decent also. So I mean, yeah, here we start to see a decline here. So I mean, you have good mods. You just need to upgrade your mods, to be honest, because for example here Queen Amidala, 98 speed, but you have all of the right primaries that you need on her, and yeah, maybe try and change that to try and roll a little bit more high speed. And yeah, I'd change this one also because that's gonna roll like maximum of 18, but she doesn't really need speed. But the most important thing that I'm looking at is that you have the right primaries on your guys. The rest will come, because I don't think you can farm too much. You can't spend to get the materials of this, the modding material to slice and stuff. So the most important thing I'm looking at is if you have the right primaries. So you have a shit ton of protection, which is good. You have tenacity, which is really good for Chrysanthemum, and yeah, protection. Yeah, probably I would probably change that to a protection primary. And also would change that to protection primary. But overall, I mean, you have decent mods. It's not like your mods are trash by any means. Especially in Arodium, you should be able to smash a lot of guys just because of the sheer power that you have at your disposal. I don't know. Ezra made you go from Arodium. Yeah, Arodium, yeah. He made you go into Arodium, yeah. Ezra is too good. You got all your good mods on GL, but other are barely running. I mean, I'm not gonna say your mods are trash. You just need to upgrade them. That's the issue. I mean, your Piet looks a little bit weird, but I'm guessing you're just trying to get him as fast as possible. But this is the main issue with Lightspeed Bundle, is that you don't have enough mod materials to get all of the good mods up and going. But yeah, it's good. Say it, laugh my ass off. But yeah, I'd say you have a great account. You should definitely be able to punch up to Kyber. To give you a more in-depth on how to perform in Grand Arena, I'd need to look at your SWGoH to see how you have been placing your defense lately. And if you want to be able to do better, just go into SWGoH.gg. You can see your bracket before the Grand Arena start, and you can just scout your opponent to see what he puts on defense, and then you can set up your defense accordingly. So yeah, not too sure what other advice to give you, but I feel like you should definitely be able to punch up Kyber with this roster. Is there anything else you would like to know? How's the Doctor of Gideon? I don't have Doctor of Gideon. Yeah, 3v3 is tough. I do better at 5v5. I understand, especially if you're a little bit new to the game. 3v3 can be a little bit more complicated. 3v3 is a little bit more theorycrafting. You have to be a little bit. You have to be a little bit smarter with stuff you put on defense. Yeah, shame. Anyways, Morris, if there's nothing else, we'll move on to PHX, I believe, or is there anything else you would like me to look at? As I said, just keep gearing up those mods, scout your opponent, you should be able to win. Is Dr. Mom getting good? I get him this Quantum Quest. Yeah, he's not bad at all. You should be he should really punch up your roster, especially in Erodium, where you're currently at. So you can get a really good team out of it. For defense, yeah, thanks a lot. No worries, bro. Okay, moving on to the next roster review. We have PHX. Where is your ally code? There we have it. 292 289 314. He's annoying defense and at Rolex I've seen beasting on every planet in territory battles. True. Okay, so Chromium 1, and you said you're in Erodium, which is nice. Return of LTDL. 7.8 million. 4 GLs. Looks pretty good. Ezra Balin, then Dart. Yeah, that sounds like about it, Morris. That sounds about it. So, PHX, anything special you want me to look at while I have your roster review, or just want an overall roster review? Chasing the new stuff is not always the best. No, that's true. That's true, Iman. Like, taking the characters you have to elevate them and chasing the powerhouse Datacrons is really the way to go and how to perform better in Grand Arena. At this moment, I'd say. I mean, Balin's a great character, but he is not invincible, to be honest. So you could definitely hold out on him. So PHX, you're looking to go for Profanity, Sith Eternal, and I am tempted to go for Leviathan after that when I have Malgus. He was trying to plan ahead and Red Crate, okay. Okay, so you're looking to go for Profanity. Let's take a look at how your Rogue One is currently looking. So, I mean, none of your characters are at relics, and I believe that most of these guys are needed. The ships. So you have the ships, I think all of them ready, which is a good start. Yeah, it's not easy, Morris. It's not easy. It's hard. It's a hard game to play. But anyways, you have all the ships ready for Profanity. Let me see how your Sith ships. So yeah, you have no. You don't have any Sith Empire ships, so it's gonna take way too long before you have all of these ships up and running at 7 stars. So I'd say go for Profanity before Leviathan, because you don't have, or maybe you have them but just haven't unlocked it. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, as Phobia is saying, Leviathan is the priority, but since the ships looks like this, it's gonna take way too long. You start farming the Sith ships, to be honest, yeah. So it's gonna take way too long, so definitely go for Profanity before you go for Leviathan. I mean, once you start getting up there, Leviathan will come by itself eventually. You're farming them, so... Oh, you're farming the Sith ships, PHX. Because if you're farming the Sith ships, and you have you can take this guy to 5-6 stars. Yeah, but you're gonna need all of them at 7 stars to unlock Leviathan. Anyway, so you're gonna need all of them at 7 stars eventually. So depending on how the farming progress looks, if you have the Fury Interceptor already unlocked but just haven't unlocked it, it's a different story. But by the looks of it, how it looks now, I'd say go for Profanity. So Rogue One definitely a priority. Yeah, it's only for the first tier. So definitely go for Profanity, I would say, over Leviathan. And you're farming Sith Eternal. So yeah, Sith Eternal is not too far away from you. You should be able to have him in the near future. Do you have what is the question? Because if you don't have what, I don't see... Yeah, you don't have what 10 boars, so this might be an issue. Because Sith Eternal doesn't typically like to bring other sticks. It's just like Watts and board, to be honest. And I don't. You have what? Am I blind? There he is. Okay, perfect. So nice. Okay. Don't listen to what I just said. So you have what? Citadel is a great choice to have. You can use Citadel for various Jedi Master Luke. You can use him to take down gas, and overall, it's just a great get out of jail free card for some annoying teams out there, especially in 3v3. I think he has better viability in 3v3 than he has in 5v5. So definitely Citadel is not too far away. Let me just take a look at what you have for Jedi Knight Anakin. Yeah, Jedi Knight Anakin needs to be taken to Relic 7, so you have a little bit way to go before you go. You can get them. So which buff to give? Yeah, you need to give him the tank tech, Morris. It's this ability right here. Which is it? It's I can show you. We can go into battle. I can show you, but it's literally the tank tech. It's a tank tech. I think it's like the third ability. Oh my god! I took away your account. Sorry. Let me just get it back. But yeah, PHX. Is there anything in particular you want me to look at, like modding, farming advice? As I was saying, Profanity should be definitely all day over Leviathan, just by the looks of your account right now and how it looks. But other than that, you're pretty close to C, so I'd say keep going for him. C is East Get, how is Imperial Remnant, PoE. Mods would be nice if you looked at, okay. So normally what you like to do, you like to just filter it out by speed, and basically what you can see from the top is if you have the right characters you should have the highest speed. So by the looks of it, you have the right characters as your fastest. I would like to see Mabel, Captain Rex and Admiral Piet be a little bit faster, but overall it looks pretty decent. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So 580, which is very good, and it's only at Relic 7, so the health is also very, very good for your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. You have good speeds because you have 180. You have the right primaries. Offense, this should be critical damage. Nice. Okay. So you definitely know how to mod. Let me just take a look at your Java. Should be health all the way. Maybe tenacity here. Yeah, health is also good. Sometimes I like to have tenacity. I don't know if that's something I just do. But yeah, overall, you definitely know how to mod. I don't need to say that you should change any of your primaries, because all of your primaries look really good, and you have pretty good speed. 360. Your Ezra is almost faster than mine. I have mine at 363, and yeah, this is all good. This could be a critical chance just because of this ability of learning advanced, but I'd say health is the way to go. But just if you want to experiment in the future, critical chance could be good, because once you crit, you get you stun them and you healing immunity and all that stuff. So that's also nice. So just by looking at your mods and seeing how you mod, I can say that you definitely know how to mod and you definitely know how to play the game. But the thing is, I can only say that I would like to have Captain Rex a little bit faster, and I would also like to have Piet in the 330s, 340s. So I mean, overall your modding looks good, the speed looks good, you have the right characters the guys that should be fast are fast. You loot an S325, which is very nice, so you definitely know what you're doing, and just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You definitely know how to play this game. Solid and Bull is Ray Ezra? Really? It does? You was trying to wait for Profanity Lightspeed Bundle, that's why I haven't touched your crimes at all. Yeah, man, maybe we'll get a Lightspeed Bundle for Profanity this year. You just like loot and going for Rebel Fighters are a little bit of a side project. Yeah, I mean, Luton, the Luton team, especially in Grand Arena, is absolutely amazing. Right now you don't have Saw at Relic, so I just put her behind Mon Mothma. So you have Mon Mothma, Luton, you have Captain Rex, you have Calcatarn. So right there is basically 80% of your team. So you can definitely get a very good 5v5 squad of this, and even a very good 3v3 squad of that. Like you need to take it down with either Bane, Malicos, Bo-Katan. So it's pretty good counters, to be honest. Yeah, with Summon Crown, lacking a lot of Ceras. No Cetas on Mon Mothma. As he was saying, he's lacking Cetas, and I think he has other projects going on. So there's nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of characters. I can see you bought a few Lightspeed bundles, maybe. So a few characters like Nihilus are missing a Zeta as well. So there's a lot of guys that need Zeta. B1 Battle Droid needs probably a Zeta to be useful. So yeah, the Zeta crunch is real. I'd suggest get some mods on your Watson War as well. But other than that, if there's nothing more specifically that you want me to take a look at, I'd say everything looks good. Datacron department, it is what it is. I always say to try farm as much as you can, but it always all comes down to how much you want to play Conquest or not. You have played a little more than a year, so yeah, it's a Lightspeed account. So yeah, great progress, man. You can run what without any mods. You have the Zeta, to be honest. Yeah, that's true, Iman. The thing is, you might just want to try and get one to survive, give him some survivability. I like to put just health mods on him, just so that he can survive, or you can also make him fast to try and get a few buster spells, which is nice. But yeah, as you say, you really don't need any mods as long as you have the Zeta, because you just throw the tank deck on Zeta Eternal and he does the rest. But I suggest still get a few mods on him. Steal more GLs than me. Yeah. Will do. But yeah, PHX, if there's nothing else you would like me to take a look at, we're gonna move on to Itifalophobia's account. What conquest unit should I focus on? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So I'd say right now, let me see, who do you have actually? So Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala would be a great choice for you. Yeah, Dr. Mokini Malakos Mall, and I think some others are coming up this conquest. Okay, nice. So if you don't have if you're gonna unlock Queen Amidala soon, I definitely suggest you go for her, because you already have both Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon at Relic 7, so getting Queen Amidala is going to be a great addition to your roster, especially in 3v3s and in 5v5s. It's going to take a big team to get them down, so definitely Queen Amidala. You already have Cat. General review, please. I don't mind some roasting as well. Okay, bro, will do. So definitely Queen Amidala. You already have Malakos Maul, and let me take a look at your Sith Empire, because Malgus can be pretty good in Erodium. So yeah, you're missing too many Zetas, so I wouldn't suggest rushing on Malgus, because he needs a few Omicrons as well. You have started to buy the plus pad, so I can catch up a bit. Okay, nice. I would say Darkside Vision Ray would be a great addition for you, even though Supreme Leader Caravan already beats most of the stuff that you need him to beat. Having Darkside Vision Ray would just elevate his team a lot more. You already have Ezra, which is, I would say, the best conquest units we have got in a long time. Bane obviously being the best. I would say if you get Bane, you can just throw him with any other Sith and you'll have an amazing piece. Definitely prioritize Bane and Queen Amidala. As for the rest, Ben Solo I don't think is... Ben could be really good to have because you have Ezra. That's the only reason I would say Ben, but I would prioritize Bane and Queen Amidala. You just got one, okay? Angry just makes Supreme Relic Killer a menace. You're unlocking the new ones in a 6-month cycle. Okay. What does Sana team looks like? Is it for offense or defense? I mean, with the Smuggler Kron, if you get a good level 6 and a good level 9, it's a team that can beat almost anything right now on offense, especially in 5v5. So you can beat Galactic or Sokatano, you can beat Leia's. I don't think it can beat Lord Vader's, but it can beat not Jedi's Kenobi's either, but it can beat sub top tier stuff. So it depends. If you just want to throw it on defense where you're at, I don't think a lot of people are not going to be able to know how to handle that, to be honest, on defense. So I do suggest you put that on defense for now. Son is like solid B team, worth it. To be honest, be small annoying teams in general. Yeah, but right now we forget that she has the crazy level 9 Datacron, so it's a really good investment. What's her teammates? So what I like, if you have the good level 9, I like to use Dasher and Dar lead. Sana, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and then you can just throw in L3 or whatever in the 5th slot, as long as it's a smuggler. Right now she's a menace, yes, that's true. But yeah, paychecks, as I said, Bane and Queen Amidala should be your focuses. And Ben Solo, you can take it a little bit as it comes, but once you get him, you will have a great Rey Ezra Ben team. And the Mons looks good. He seems like being a good path. Profanity definitely over Leviathan, and Citadel shouldn't be too far away from you. So unless there's anything else, we'll move on to Palaphobia. For a pure Sana cat, yeah, that's true, yeah. But Phobia said. Thanks for the review, no worries, mate. Okay, so now it is Phobia's turn. If I can find your... There we have 528, 838, and 189. So, Darth Dank. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't think Dank is still in the stream. I think he would like this. He would like this name. So, Kyber 4, which is good, with a legacy score of 100,000, which is not bad at all. Don't know how long you've been playing, but 10.7 million GP with only 3 GLs is really impressive. I have to say, I don't get impressed often, but seeing this account with only 3 GLs being in Kyber 4 is really impressive, and you have decided to go a different route normally than other people, so, and I like it and I respect it. I really do like this account so far. So you've been playing since 2017, nice. Oh no, yeah. If we take away the territory battles, Omicrons, everything looks perfect, but yeah. We don't like to see territory battles, Omicrons over here. But yeah, Phobia. Is there anything in particular you want me to take a look at? On and off, to be honest, yeah, I can understand that. But if you've been playing since 2017, your account should be, the GP should be pretty high. Territory battle Omicrons are nice, but yeah, they're not bad. It's just that it's so hard to obtain the Omicrons right now, and if you ask me, I'd rather spend them on Grand Arena characters or Territory War characters, but if you enjoy it, I'm not gonna say don't do it. But yeah, anything you want me to take a look at in the particular, or just a general review? Right now you're focused on Jabba, then on to Great Mothers. Okay. So, yeah, you should be ready for Java. Maybe German and some Rose. Okay, that's fun. Okay, so just speaking, Hot Cartel, nice. I mean, holy shit, yeah, you actually have a Relic 8 Tusken Warrior. What the Bro, if you have a Relic 8 Tusken Warrior, man, okay. So here comes the roast. If you're gonna have a character that's Relic 8, unless it's for a platoon or something, give this guy good freaking mods, man. What the hell are you doing? You have this guy Relic 8, give him some good mods. Okay, platoon, okay. You got a small roast, but even though you can have great use out of Tusken Warrior if you have good mods on him, if you have the Omicron on Tusken Raider, I don't know if you have. Yeah, you do. So I don't know why you don't have. I don't know why I don't have better mods on him when you have the Omicron, because you get so much out of that. So you have a lot of Relic 8 platoons. I guess Dengar is one of them also. But I mean, when you have these many characters as relics, it's hard for me to believe that you don't have more GLs. Like, for example, okay, let's take a look at the requirements for Jedi Master Kenobi. So it's Qui-Gon, it's Yoda, Padme is not required. You have, bro, what is going on, man? You have just been busy with other stuff, man. You have Commander Ahsoka ready. She is level 1. A-less, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, you're Hut Cartel, you definitely close to Jabba, but you had 2 years, what the hell are you doing, man? Take it to level 85, get her some relics, get Padme up and running, you have a great team, bro. You have a fantastic Magma Guard, yeah. Bro, I mean, 3 GLs, you should have, I feel like, you should be like super close to every GL. I mean, Jedi Master Luke, you have Ezra X on you don't. Oh man, you don't remember more Jedi Master Kenobi Rex. I mean, you have so many good characters at low gear that I don't get it. Most years I need like 4 or 5 characters. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At this point, it's like you're so close to every GL, so you could probably just go for any GL you like. But I think Jabba is the way to go, because then you get the Smuggler's Run too, also, so you can get a little bit more mods. Now, by the looks of it, you should be ready. I think maybe you have Jedi Luke Skywalker. Yeah, you have him also for Alexander, so you should be good to go for Jabba. Let me just take a look at your mods real quick. So SLQR, decent speed, right primaries. Okay, you have crit chance. Change this to a crit damage, because he doesn't benefit too much from the crit chance. Why so many territory battle Omicrons? You even have Omega Omicron. We have a raid coming out soon, so that will take precedence. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're really close to everything. I don't know what I should tip you off doing. I mean, I could say go for this or that, but I mean, it feels like you're playing more the game because you like just to play the game. I don't know how serious you take Grand Arena. I feel like you easily could be higher up if you had more GLs and if you leveled up the good characters you have. I mean, just from standpoint, I would say gear up Padme, gear up Cat, gear up Ezra. I mean, how is it? Let me just go ahead and do this. What characters do we have lurking down here? So Padme, I already said. Mom, hello. You focus way, yeah, yeah. I can see you're more a guild guy. You're the guy that everyone loves because you get all of the platoons done and you make sure you get all of the waves done. But just for me to give you advice, if you want to do better in GEC, Maul relics, Padme relics, Ezra relics, Cat relics. Traya relics. I mean, you have so many good characters that you haven't really focused on. Sorry, relics. I would say farm Jedi Master Kenobi. I mean, it's either Jedi Master Kenobi or Jabba. I would say go for Jabba because you have all of the requirements done. Go for Jabba and then you can start farming Jedi Master Kenobi. But man, you have so many good characters, but I can't say you should farm Jedi Master Kenobi before you get Commander Tano at least the Relic 5, because Jedi Master Kenobi without Commander Ahsoka Tano is not good at all. And you have Malicos as well! You have Malicos! Holy shit. I mean, overall, man, you have a good roster. I'd say I'm very impressed that you're in Kyber 4 with only 3 GLs. So it's very impressive. And you definitely know what you're doing in the mod department. But you wanted a roast as well. So my roast is actually gonna have to be that you have all of these amazing conquest characters at only level 1. I wouldn't say anything if you haven't unlocked them, but you have all of these great conquest characters. Use them, man. You have Malicos, he can beat so much stuff. You have Maul, he can beat so much. Ezra, putting with Rey, man. You have a great team. You don't have 3 Omicrons from Malicos, but yeah, but still, man, it's amazing characters. A lot more potential. I will not get gas soon. Yeah, but that's also true. He's a requirement for Jedi Master Kenobi. That's true. But yeah, you have, as PHX just said, you have a lot of potential. I mean, I think if you just get Maul, Ezra, and Malicos, Commander Ahsoka Tano, all of them at the relics, and you put on a few Omicrons on Ezra, 1 or 2 on Malicos, and I could easily see you in Kyber 3, easily. For ships, you have great ships. You're only lacking Profanity, which you probably should have soon as well. So yeah, you have all of the requirements. You don't have Dash at relics, and a few. Yeah, it's only the characters you don't have the relics, but you have Leviathan, you have Executor, man. You could easily be in Kyber 3. Or even Kyber 2 if you just get those characters. Most Conquest units only need 2 Omicron. Yeah, I mean, if you have 3 Omicron, it's only, normally, in my opinion, it's only 1 that's really needed. The other 2 is more like flex, you know? Those 2 Omicrons maybe you could skip out on. For example, Darkside Vision Ray, I'd say this is the one. If you only can put 1, this is the one you want to get. Or maybe it's this one. So yeah, this might have been a bad example, but she does need these 2. If you don't have to put on the Malevolent Wolverine, even though this is a great Omicron, it's more of a flex, if you get what I'm saying. These 2 are the ones you need. As you can see, you only have the good Omicron probably on Queen Amidala. You don't need to put on the other ones. Exactly, you have the good one, perfect. And Hafra, I don't know, maybe she needs 3. As you can see, Reva only needs 1 really. Bane only needs these 2. Jar Jar only needs 1. Bo, I'm not too sure because I haven't unlocked them. So yeah, you have put a lot of Omicrons. Like for example on Droidica, Poggle, which is Territory Wars. Tusken Raid is decent. I wouldn't put it Omicron unless she was at Relics. Boba, I don't think I would have put a Relics on that on Omicron. So, but it's, as you say, you're a more TV guy and Territory Wars guy, so I get where you put Omicrons. But if you want to do better in GAC, you should definitely try and refocus where you put your Omicrons. But otherwise, it's a very well-rounded roster. I think it's very impressive that you're able to compete in Kyber. So yeah, great job. If there's nothing else you would like me to take a look at, we'll move on to Iman's roster. You're giving both Omicrons a great mothers. Yeah, I can't complain with that because those Omicrons are pretty good. But the same with her, I think you only need 1 Omicron. I'm not too sure if it's her unique or lead, but from my experience, from what I've heard, you only really need 1. The other one is more flex. Just the flex low. But yeah, man, is there anything else you want me to take a look at while I'm still here? Otherwise, we move on to Eman's account. Or your ETH card. No, man, stop it. Stop it. But yeah, you good or you want something else, man? Otherwise, as I said, we will... Because I saw E-Man put his roster somewhere here. If I can find it. Okay, general review. You don't mind some roasting. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on to E-Man X account. 742-321 793. So E-Man is currently in Kyber 3. No worries, bro. No worries. I think that was a bit... Okay, no worries, bro. So E-Man is in Kyber 3. Pretty close to Kyber 2. Kyber 2, I think, is 310. The skill rating that is. So you must have recently been in Kyber 2, or you just won all of your 3 matches in Kyber 3. Anyways, legacy score at 628, which is pretty good. I'm currently at 500,000, but I take GAC very seriously, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, exactly. But I guess you were in Kyber 2, or you dropped down, or you won all of your matchups. Anyways, so Phantom Rebellion. Let's take a look. 11.2 million GP, so you are pretty close. You was in... What is K1? K1 is 3,610, so we are not... I'm roughly 100 points from Kyber 1 with my account here, so we're getting there slowly but surely. So you're at 11.2 million GP, 200,000 less than what I have. You have 6 GLs. You dropped out of K4 last season, been fighting my way back this season, almost made it. Okay. You was in K2 at some point as well. Yeah, I think maybe before the squish, because the squish killed so many people. The squish has really... That really effed a lot of people up. But yeah, you wanted a general roster review. So you have 6 GLs. My initial thought is you need to relic them up. That's the first thought I'm having. So JML, Relic 9, Kenobi and Supreme Leader Caloran at R8. Rey wouldn't actually mind a Relic 9 because it would just make her a little bit more tanky and she benefits a lot from that. But definitely R8. Jabba you can hold off as long as you get Crescenta to Relic 9. I'd say having Crescenta at Relic 9 is more important than having a Jabba at Relic 9. But other than that, you have Astro Regent at Relic 8. You have all of the great stuff. You have Malgus at Relic 8, which is really good. Afra, Malgus. Malgus also benefit from Relic 9, but I don't know how much Relic material you have. Nice, fine for now. Yeah, okay. But overall, I don't know, are you going for Glat maybe? Because you have already Night Trooper at Relic 7, you have 2 Omicrons on Great Mothers. Yeah, that's true, Phobia. Relic 8 Jabba is very, very good for TB. I'd say your overall roster looks good. I'd say Relic up your Chrysanthemum. If you get him to Relic 9, he's going to be a powerhouse, and you're gonna get so many more holds with your Jabber because you already have the Omicron. You just need to invest a little bit in Chrysanthemum, and you can have a crazy good team in Grand Arena. But overall, I'd say it looks good. Maybe Treya could be a little bit higher because you know how good the Sith trio is. Or do you even have Savage? I don't know if I missed him maybe. You don't have Savage at Relics, so you don't have Darkside Vision Rey at Relics yet. But it's good at least that you have her, and it looks like you're on your way to Relic her. So I'd say maybe try and get these 3 guys to Relic 5 when you can. Relic Darkside Rey. You apply the Omicron today. Nice, nice. But yeah, I would say definitely try and get these to Relic 5. You unlock the array yesterday. Nice, very nice. It's tenacity the way to mark Crescent, or should I do something else? It's hard to say. I think the recommendation is tenacity, to be honest. Just to try and stop the Night Sister cheese. But you could go with tenacity and health mod split. I think I have a full health with tenacity over here, but as long as you have good tenacity on your secondary stats, like you see Eamon has here, he has a lot of tenacity, you should be fine. And if you have a Datacron, you can match it up, and if you can get this 250, it's very good. It's very, very good. Tenacity with protection primaries, yeah. So there's a few different ways you can do it. And you have Omicron as well, which gives have minus 30% potency, which makes it even better, because then they have a harder time hitting you. So if you have a high tenacity combined with the minus 30% potency you given out with the Omicron, they will have a tough time landing any debuffs on your Crescent. And then you also have a lot of extra max protection, which is very nice. And it's a mute ability block, so the Omicron on Crescent is really good. I'm actually farming Omicron material right now to try and put a Omicron on him. But yeah, as I was saying, your roster overall looks good. How's the modding? So speed and health 573, which is very good. The offense is very good. Should be health, offense, nice. Crit damage, speed, perfect. Okay, so you definitely know what you're doing. Protection, but this should be protection all day long. Nice. Okay, so just based on that, I can see that you know how to mod at least, so that's the most important thing. And then we can see right here you have a lot of good characters. The characters I would like to see fast are fast, which is very, very good. 318, which is decent, I guess. Darth Revan at 310, which is decent. So a lot of the characters I want to see fast are fast. How fast is your cat? 346, that's pretty good as well. Your Rey and Malgus have kind of been stripped of their mods. Okay. Who did you put them on? Did you put them in a particular? Sam Wessel is up here as well. But yeah, Captain Rex can always be faster, 300. It's decent, I guess, but he can always be faster. Reva. So yeah, the guys that want to be fast are at least fast, so that's good. You got a dip. Great hanging out with you guys. Nice to have you here, Phobia. Hopefully you'll join a stream here in the future. And have a great rest of your day, my boy. But no, as I was saying, Eamon, everything looks good. You just wanted a general review. You wouldn't mind any roasting. Let's see what I can roast right here. You like how you didn't notice a mixed mod set on Luton and my Honda, which most people comment on. Really? I mean, yeah, your Honda was really 9. I can see that. The funny thing is, he was actually the first guy I noticed, but then I just completely forgot about him. But yeah, Relic 9 Honda is actually crazy, but I guess you do it for the memes. But it's a very good Honda. Very good modded. You have a shit ton of good stuff. I'm not sure if defense is the way to go. I'm not too sure, but I'll take your word for it that this is the right way to go. And the mix setup for Luton, I must have missed it. I was just looking straight at the speed, which looked decent. Not the best, but it was okay. So yeah, that mod is. You have. I don't know what you're doing here, bro. Maybe you're just trying to get some speed, but definitely try and get this done, because you know this guy is a crazy. It's a powerhouse in Grand Arena. As for ships, all of the 3 capital ships, so you're good to go. How's the Datacrons looking? Decent the previous set, a whole lot better this set. So Datacrons are really important in, especially in Kyber, especially if you want to be in Kyber 2 or Kyber 1, so I would say maybe try and work a little bit more when you have the time. Should Luton be on defense and offense? I would say he should definitely be on defense if you can combine him with either Saw Gerrera or Mon Mothma, which should be a rebel. So yeah, so Luton is definitely a defensive beast, especially with all the Omicrons, and you have, I'd say Saw Gerrera is the better leader in some cases, but you need to have relics for that to work in the Omicron. You can put her Luton with Mon Mothma and still have a really, really good team. You look at my Gungan Phalanx mods, they are weird for a tank. Let's see. Health, health, health. So you should just have a shit ton of protection right here, otherwise I'm gonna be... I mean... He is super freaking fast. Wow. I mean, the protection is good, but why is he so fast? You have re-rolled pretty decent speed on most of these mods. Yeah, I don't know why you have him so fast, to be honest. I mean, it's not gonna matter how fast he is up against a Treya lineup anyway, because you're just gonna isolate him and he can't do anything, but... Yeah, definitely a bit unconventional. And all that offers, yeah, I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, the damage is pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's for the physical damage. Your Morgan Elspeth is way too fast. I don't. Yeah, I'd say you modded him correctly, but you have rerolled way too good, way too good secondary stats, to be honest. No worries, PHX. Hopefully you catch another stream here in the future. So your Morgan Elspeth is way too fast. Let me take a look. Defense and tenacity 328. That's a fast Morgan Elspeth, but that is amazing, especially in Grand Arena or in Territory Wars. Having a fast Morgan Elspeth that is this tanky as well. Mwah. I love to see it. I love to see that. But yeah, Iman, very, very good roster. Very, very well rounded. Just a couple of small fixes here and there, some tweaks, and you'll have. I think you'll be pretty settled in Kyber 2. I think. Is there anything else you want me to take a look? I think I've looked at the most stuff. It looks like you know definitely how to mod. There's not any character that I won't like you to have the relics that you don't have, except for maybe the Sith trio a little bit high, and also get Darkside Vision Ray up and running, but you unlocked it yesterday, so I understand the struggle. But yeah, man, other than that, I don't think there's anything else I can point at really. Your Night Trooper is very fast. Oh, Night Trooper. Potency in offense. Wow, 335 with an offense that is actually... that's really good. I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. And the damage is decent. I mean, if you get this guy to Relic 8, he should be hitting a lot harder. But yeah, the speed is really, really good on your Night Trooper. But you don't have Enox. You have literally no lead unless you're using him with Great Mothers. A friend told me to take him to 350 plus. Did he say why? Enox is not in nice. Yeah, that's true. Perfect. I was just gonna go ahead and take a look at your Imperial remnants. Either way. 355, nice as plus 35 speed, so yeah, if you have, you're almost getting to the 400 speed in Grand Arena, so he should be taking a shitload of so many turns, and it could definitely be a problem for a lot of guys in Grand Arena. So Imperial remnants, you should have Enoch as well. Yeah, Enoch is looking good, speed and health. You have invested a lot in your knight, the 3 new knight troopers or imperial remnants. Frida looks good as well. Shouldn't be too far away from Balin. Maybe you are actually, because I kind of saw you. Yeah, you're a little bit far away from Balin at the moment. But yeah, overall, bro, I'd say your roster looks very good. You know what you're doing. There's not too much to roast here either. Only the Dark Side Vision Raid, but you unlocked it yesterday, so what can you do? And the Sith Trio, that's not that geared up. That's the only thing I can roast you, but I mean, man. My Master Qui-Gon, probably the best model. Okay, we'll take a look at them as well. So, both of them at Relic 9, which is good to see. Speed and health. 347, that's a fast ass. Man, I don't want to face you in Grand Arena. If I see you in Grand Arena, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. If I ever face you in Grand Arena, I'm just going to use my Bane straight on your Queen Amidala team, because 362, that's freaking annoying. 301 with... Oh, that's good damage. That's really good damage. That's really good damage. You're farming Leia, and then I'm doing Lord Vader and Galactic Roster and Balin back to back. Nice. Face me. No, man. I wouldn't dare. Or do you dare? Or actually, do you dare to face me? I'm actually in Carib too, man. I'm so good. No, I'm joking. Your Queen Amidala, yeah, 351. Damn, she is fast as... Man, you have a... Why is your film was shoe? We don't have any mods, man. What the hell are you doing? I'm joking. Nice. I face people like you every day. Yeah, man, I'm just joking. I think you would actually smash me, I think. But yeah, Master Qui-Gon, very impressive. And the trio with Padawan Obi-Wan and Queen Amidala looked really good. So I have to say, it's a really good roster, man. Is there anything else you would like me to take a look at before we move on or end the stream? Because I don't think anyone else has put in a request to get a roster review. We can make something fun. Yeah, if we ever get to face each other in GAC, we should definitely make something super fun out of it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and feed my dog. I can see there's still a few people here in the chat, so if anyone wants a roster review, make sure to put your ally code here in the chat, and I'll be back in a second. And unless we have some more ally codes, otherwise I'll end the stream. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. We're back. It doesn't look like someone else has put their ally code in. So, guys, last chance. If you want to get a roster review by the man, the myth, the legend, Jack and Hagar, put in your ally code. You have an alt account. Oh man. Okay, let's go ahead and roster review that account real quick. I can't do literally nothing right now. Santon. Let's see, do I have something? My mods suck on this one though. Ah, it's okay. I can't do anything. Man, Chrysanthemum taking him to Relic 9 is just a pure pain. Okay. 298, 265, 265, and 163. Vader Slaps, the Buckets Off Club. If you like, I just hopped on. Of course, my bro. Welcome to stream, by the way. Haven't seen you here before, so I think it's the first time you commenting also on the stream. So big welcome to you, my guy. And I'll take a look at your account definitely in a second. So you have an alt account that somehow is in Carbonite 3, but you have Lord Vader and Maul. So what the hell am I looking at, man? Okay, so this is your alt account. How is this your alt account, man? And you're in Carbonite 3. I mean, imagine someone just started playing this game, they reach level 85, they have like, was it 800k? You're usually in lurking mode. Okay, but it's very nice to see you here chatting with me for the first time. But yeah, very happy to see you chatting. And don't worry guys, it's always okay to be in lurking mode, but it's always more fun when we get to speak a little bit to each other, or at least me speaking to you and you guys typing. But anyways, this is Iman's alt account. That's in Carbonite 4. I mean, give me this account, bro. I can take this one to Kyber 1. No problem. So you have all of this stuff, and it's an alt account. I mean, bro, when you said alt account, I was like, yeah. I was like, it's like 2-3 more million GP or something like this, but yeah. Yeah. Shit, okay. You said the mods were crap. Let's take a look. So, yeah. Maybe it's not the best, but it's at least your Lord Vader is modded for critical damage and health, which I like to see. The damage we could ask a little bit more about the damage, but yeah. When you say the mods are crap, now I understand what you mean. And the mods are not the best on this account, but I don't know what you're really doing with this account. Are you not playing, or are you just chilling around with this account, to be honest? Because it's a really good account, to be honest. You have 4 GLs, you have Star Killer, you have a lot, you have good Omicrons. You have Tusken Raider as well, so I mean, what do you do on this account, to be honest? Because I have an alt account as well. It looks pretty similar to this. I don't have Jabba, Leia, or JML. I have Lord Vader, Supreme Declare, Sith Eternal, and Rey. But I'm at least in Chromium with that account. But, bro, what are you doing with this account, to be honest, if you're not playing? You're from Lord Vader, and now I am done. Okay, bro. I see. Maybe it could be a nice to have an account. You have a relic 900 on this account as well. So you have 2 accounts, and on both accounts you have a relic 900. Oh, that's awesome. You don't know what to do with this one, bro. At this point, just sell it and just earn some good money out of it. Yeah. Hondo, yeah. I mean, you must love Hondo. Relic 9 on both accounts. God tier mods. You're just a meme, bro. You're just a meme. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my phone on the charger real quick. I'll be back in a second. I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? He would definitely like. He could definitely talk you into doing that. So, I mean, overall great account, but now you're just chilling. You don't do anything on this account, so I can understand that. Let's just go ahead and take a look at Vader Slaps the Buckets Off Club and see what you have. But yeah, again, great account, Iman. 667. So, Vader Slaps, the Sons of Kenobi, Bronzium 4. You already have Balin? This is a really funny lineup. Supreme Leader Kelleran, Balan, Great Mothers, Hux, and Crew. Damn, it's not that great of an alt, but having Lord Vader is fun, not gonna lie. I mean, if that was your main account, I wouldn't say that account was bad. I mean, 7.5 million GP, 4 of the best, not the best, maybe Galactic Legends, but you have Jedi Master Luke, Leia, and Lord Vader, and I think it was Supreme Leader Kelleran, I might say. So it's still a really good alt account, to be honest. Anyway, Vader slaps. Before I get into the your roster, is there anything in particular you want me to take a look at, like farming paths or stuff like this? You just got Executor last event. Nice, congratulations, my bro. But as I said, is there anything in particular you want me to take a look at? General roster, mods, farming paths. So you have Jabba, you have Supreme Leader Kelleran, you have Sith Eternal, and you have gone and got yourself Bela and the Great Mothers and all of the good stuff. Let us take a look. So take a look at what you have down here. So normally if you have both Sith Eternal, Supreme Leader Kelleran, it's lagging. Is it lagging bad or what? Is it really bad lag, guys? Because if it is, that's not good. It's not lagging for me, but is it lagging for you guys? Is it that bad? I'm gonna take a look. Might just be you, yeah. I just checked the router and everything looked good. You started farming Leviathan as of today. Okay, yeah, I could see you had a Malgus. I think I saw Malgus. No, I didn't see Malgus. I think I'm confused him for Balan. But anyways, so yeah, you started farming for Leviathan, which is not a bad approach. I would like to say. I don't know how far you are to getting Malgus from Conquest. But hopefully you're not that far away. As for ships, Malgus is the next couple of programs. Okay, nice. But the ships is the most important, and yeah, I don't know if I would recommend you going for Leviathan if this is how your fleet ships are looking at the moment. There's way too many ships that you need to farm up, and I'd say it's gonna take way too long for you to farm Leviathan at the moment. If I were you, I would probably, let me take a look here. I'd probably go for Rey, to be honest, because if you already bought the Lightspeed bundles for it, you only need to gear up 3 more characters to relics, and then you have yourself another Galactic Legend, which will boost your account very, very much. I don't know if you have Ben Solo, but because you're doing the Proving Grounds, you should be unlocking him in the near future, hopefully, if you've been playing this game for at least a while. And then you have both Rey and Ben Solo, which is a decent team in Grand Arena, especially since you're in Bronzium. You should be able to punch up at least a few tiers. And Spectre, I don't think you have. Ezra, no, you do not. But I'd definitely say Leviathan is a little bit too off limits for you right now. Once you get the ships up and running, then I might say, yeah, now is the time to go for Leviathan. But yeah, I think Rey is the way to go. Yeah, you bought the HOM bundle? Yeah, you did. Nice. Anyways, continuing, I'd say probably Rey is going to be your next big thing that you get. After that, I would probably say try to get some characters up and running like Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon can wait unless you have a Queen Amidala ready in the near future. So I'd definitely say try and farm up those good teams that you can actually use in Grand Arena. Like CLS is already starting to get there. I don't know if you have... Yeah, you don't have gas. Maybe Padme could... You could argue that Padme could be worth farming up because that's a pretty stable team. At least until you get to Erodium on defense and on offense. So if I were you, I would stay away from Leviathan at the moment. Even though it's a fantastic ship to have. You already have Executor. Focus on getting Executor to 7 stars. And I'd honestly say go for Profanity before Leviathan. Yeah, Padme is my hold up on gas, exactly. So yeah, perfect. So you get Padme and you can unlock gas. So I would say that's probably the path you should take. Unlock Rey, you'll get Ben Solo in the Proving Grounds hopefully in a few months. After that you start working on getting these core teams up, like Padme, maybe CLS, I don't know if you have them up and running. Yeah, you bought the Han Solo bundle, Chewbacca, you have him, and you only really need 3PO, but maybe you don't even have him unlocked because I don't see him anywhere. But you can slot in Captain Rex in that 5th slot if you want. But really, I'd say your core teams that you need to focus on. So get Rey, get these guys like Jedi Knight Revan, where is he? Padme, Darth Revan to Relics. Give them a few Zetas. Give Malak a Zeta. Padme to Relics. Give her a Zeta. Get the Sith trio, and with Sith trio I mean Traya, Savage, and Nihilus. Get them. Yeah, you only need to take Savage to Relic 5 and you have a beast team as well on offense. You already have the 2 Omicrons that you need for Grand Arena, so I mean, I shouldn't. If I were you, I should not. You should not be rushing a Leviathan. I think that should be long time later down the line, at least once you feel like it's the right opportunity. But right now, you are so close to Rey. I'd say it's a no-brainer to upgrade these 3 guys and get Rey. Then you get Ben Solo from Promo Grounds. You start upgrading your core teams. You get Padme to Relics. You get Gas. You get the Sith trio. And after that, you can start to choose, I think, who you want to go for. I'd say probably, maybe JMK is not a bad option because you already only need Padme and Grandmaster Yoda and Cody to take the Relics. Mace Windu as well. The rest you have, it depends on if you have Watt or not. Yeah, you have Watt as well. You have... Yeah, Grievous might be a problem actually, so maybe not Jedi Master Kenobi is an option. But you definitely have option for your 5th GL. 3PO's unlock, had to get him up for Jedi Knight Luke. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you have Jedi Knight Luke as well. So I'd probably say maybe Jedi Master Luke for your 5th GL or even 4th, because you already have Wampa and all of those stuff. How is your Hermit Yoda looking? Hermit Yoda, he's here, so yeah. I'd say probably you can choose if you want to go for Rey or Jedi Master Luke as your 4th or 5th GL, but definitely one of them you should definitely be your priority. Then get the core teams like Padme and Darth Revan and Revan up and running at Relics, and then you can choose whatever you want to do. And also I'd say Profanity is a better choice than Leviathan, where you are currently at. Other than that, you're doing... Account is looking good. I like that you have Balen, and I like that you have Great Mothers. I don't know how seriously you take Grand Arena, but you should be able to punch up with only both Balen and Great Mothers. So I don't know what you put on defense, but these 2, put them on defense, not with each other. Put, for example, Great Mothers, Morgan Elsbeth, Night Sister Spirit, and then you can put Acolyte and Talia, and then you say Mother Talzin for offense. And as for Balen, I'd put Balen, Shinhari, Marok, and then I'd put mercenaries. So for example, I think I would put Hondo as well on this team. And then the 5th slot is open for the this debate, like Dengar could work, Embo could work. Just a few stuff would work. So I just, based on your squad arena team like this, you should not be doing this in Grand Arena. But other than that, bro, is there anything else you would like me to review? I think you got the idea on the farming path that you should be taking to get Ray or Generous Luke firstly, and then focus on your core teams. And after that, you could choose if you want to go for Generous Luke or Ray, or whoever you choose, and then Profanity. Balan uses a lot of offense. He is destroying people, yeah. But that's the thing. If a guy is normally very good on offense, he is also gonna be a menace on defense. And since you're in Bronzium 3, I would like to say that if you put Balan's call on defense, no one is gonna get through him. I don't think anyone is gonna get through him, because in Bronzium 3, unless there's a whale that just stopped playing, they might have an idea on how to handle him. But yeah, I don't see anyone. I don't see people in Bronzium 3 getting into Balan's call and Great Mothers on defense. I think it's way too overkill. And then you still have Jabba, Supreme the Karen, and Sith Eternal to choose on offense. Okay, Profanity and Generous Luke, Ray path, got it. Nice, man. And thank you for sharing your ally code, and as always, it was a great roster. But yeah, guys, anyone else that want a roster review, now is the time to type in the chat. Otherwise, we will I don't know if I'll continue the stream, because we have done so many Conquest stuff. No worries, bro. Profanity sucks? Nah, man, Profanity rocks. Profanity is a great capital ship. It's an awesome capital ship. But yeah, guys, as I said, if you want a roster review, put in your ally code here in the chat and we'll get to it. And also, guys, if you have enjoyed the stream, make sure you go ahead and give it a like. And subscribe also if you like my streams and you want to catch another one. Raid capital ship? Hell no. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst. And it's probably gonna be a lifter also this year for that ship, maybe. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, time is running out. If anyone wants to get the roster reviewed, type it in the chat, and you have to type it like this, like, otherwise I won't be able to see it. Oh my god, you're unlocking Bane? Congratulations, bro. Bane is just an absolute powerhouse. He's arguably better than all of the GLs, to be honest. I mean, he might actually be the best character in the game once you get all the Omicrons up and running that you need on him. Okay, guys, so nobody. You have 2 more alts, but I don't play them. Yeah, okay. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. We have streaming for 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. But it's been nice streaming with y'all. Like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you like. And I'll see you guys in the next Conquest stream that we'll be doing here in the near future. Have a great day or night or whatever time in the world it might be when you're watching this. My name is Jack Nagar, and I'll see you when I see you. Great after. Bye bye.